lugares.
What's up, Headless Horde? Welcome back. Saturday night. I'm glad you're here. And who wouldn't want to be here watching 5 grown men play with Legos? I mean, it's the dream. All right, so we got some awesome Lego sets here that we're going to build. Myself, I'm finishing up the Star Destroyer. Here, let's do this, and I'll kind of show you what I got going on. This is my disaster right here, and then I'll pop this up right behind me so you can see there she is. If I can get this thing on there. All right, so there she is right there. So we're going to finish that up tonight, and I'm going to bring on my guest, and we're going to start building these Legos. All right, first off, let me bring on this guy here. He's a myth. Some people think he actually lives with the Loch Ness Monster, Bigfoot. I mean, he kind of looks like Bigfoot a little bit. This is Ryan Milky. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Little bit. Yeah, you're a little bit of Bigfoot. Even though you get a little shave in there, or are you still letting that thing grow?
I have a fresh buzz cut on the top.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Treated myself to a little birthday, and then I just put a bit of product in the beard. You know, I thought I'd doll myself up for you fine gentlemen this evening.
I was gonna say now we get to see. He does have hair, people. He does have hair.
I do. Yeah, I just like to wear a hat when it looks horrible because you know, you got to put a good impression out there on the internet.
I got you. All right, and what are you gonna build? You want to show us?
I'm not going to show you now because I did a poll. So when we've got all our guests up, I will announce the winner of the poll.
Sounds good. All
so
right,
there's still time, people, to go over onto my community tab and vote.
Yes, go over to Ryan's community tab. Vote for what you want him to build, and yeah, he's got some good ones up there. All right, my next guest. You guys know this guy. He is a huge YouTuber, and we're gonna bring on Adam. Here to pop. What's up?
How's it going on, man? Not that huge. I'm doing well. Got it.
40K, bro. That's fantastic. Congratulations.
Yeah, where do we send that cash to? We both won that night.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I've been at it a little bit.
It was a great fun evening, and yeah I loved it. I was like, dude, perfect timing for me. It was like literally, I don't know if you know the story because I haven't released the video yet, but my NFT journey is going to be quite a good video when it comes out. Mm-hmm. I literally made a prayer to the many-faced gods just before I opened my pack, and I pulled a redeemable in the very first pack. And then I redeemed all of them on Monday or Tuesday. I come to your live for the 40K celebration, and I win 12 hard stacks.
Well, there was a mistake, though. I had to tell you about the hard stacks. I forgot. I was waiting till tonight. It wasn't a 12-pack. Okay. It's a 20-pack.
Whoa.
Parker got back to me and goes, let him know it's a 20-pack, not a 12-pack. When he said case, I just assumed that it was a 12-pack. No, they come in 20 packs. Raya.
Oh well, I've got room. I've got plenty of room then. But yeah, so it was like perfect timing. They're literally going to be housed. Thank you.
Well, that's what I did. Was bought a case of those and put them up on mine.
Mm-hmm.
They're awesome.
But yeah, they've been sent straight to F-Cancer, so I'll pick them up as soon as I get there.
Yeah. Oh, and guys, I also have a poll up on my tab I want to build. So make sure to go over there. We got 104 votes, and Ghost Rider is winning. So go vote. I'm going to go vote on Ryan's right now.
All right. So while you guys vote, I will bring on my next guest. This first time on my channel. He's always in the chat, and I mean, I guess I can still call him a friend, although he has not accepted my request. It's on PS5. Ridiculous. I mean, who plays Xbox? Like, is that even a thing anymore?
Can I mute this dude already or what?
Whoa! This is my stream. I am going to bring on Quick Draw. What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Xbox for life.
Let's come up here and deal with her. I just went live with her.
What's going on?
He's got the.
Here's my white elite.
Leia, shut up.
This one, the buttons even come off it and everything. It all detaches.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. That's pretty.
It's custom. It's custom for my soccer team. Gold triggers.
Yes.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Hasn't even been powered on in 2 years.
We gotta change that. Hogwarts, baby. I can start downloading it tomorrow. I guess that's what the rumor is.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Umpty says, who is using a Macintosh and wins a PC? Just saying. Yes, I was so lucky enough to win a laptop computer from Pop.
I yelled at her just a second ago, but she just keeps barking.
They came out.
Sorry, just bring it on the camera. She's fine.
Okay.
My dog's in the room sleeping. Quick. So this is my first time here on my stream, so welcome. I appreciate you being here. And actually, Adam, this is the first time you've been on my stream as well, so I thank you for being here as well. Quick, do you want to show us what you're building, or did you have a poll or anything?
Yeah, I had a poll, and I decided just to build this anyway.
All right, so we got, let's see, what is that guy?
Only way you could vote was to via smoke signal, and I didn't get none in, so.
All right.
This is the Republic fighter tank. It comes with all these minifigures, got Mace Windu.
Oh, it comes with Mace. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, that's shoot, man. That's worth the price of admission right there.
And if I get it done in time, there's still time left over. I did pick up a little Boba Fett.
Oh, nice. That's a nice one too.
A little Boba Fett Starfighter. Is that what I'm calling it? I call it Slave One. So, all right, I'm gonna bring my last guest on. So we need to root him on tonight because we need him to drop a video. I just found out that he has not even dropped a video on his channel yet.
Yeah.
So we need to get this one going. Make a remix out of this, a stream or something. My next guest is, and again, always in the chat, always showing great support, and I appreciate it. And again, first time on my channel, we have Robbie B. Poppin. What's up, my good friend? How are you?
Hi. How's everybody doing?
We're doing well.
Doing good.
It looks like you already got your guy out here. Your
Yeah. Little preparation. I'm doing Obi-Wan versus Darth Vader from the Obi-Wan series. Huge Star Wars fan, so thanks for having me on.
Absolutely, that looks fantastic. Can't wait to see it. Hopefully, the fire won't burn Obi-Wan. We don't want him to run away. So, before we get to the what you guys are doing with your polls here. I'm going to go ahead and just run through some of the people that I've seen pop on. I appreciate you guys all being here tonight. Christopher, what's going on? And we have Baby Ice. What's going on, Baby Ice? How are you? We have Blaze, always bitching about the late start. And it used to be a 5-minute intro, bro. Now it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Let's go, Simon Crook. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? And let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. Big Easy, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up, Big Easy?
LJ, what's going on, LJ? How you doing, my friend? We saw Umpty. And, there's Charles. Charles was just on Johnny Funko and Dee's podcast. Did 2 hours. We're playing with Tinker Toys. That's what we're doing. And I think I got everybody. PDX is in the house. And actually, he'll be on Horseman, correct? This Tuesday?
Yep. Tuesday, Horseman.
PDX is going to be on Horseman. And there's Johnny Funko himself. Hey, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
What's up, John?
Boys, what's up? Let go my ego.
Eric.
Oh, sorry about that. That's my poll. So we're doing the Boba ship, the little mini Boba ship.
And Christina Payne. And I think I got everybody
Hey,
here
Miss Payne.
in the stream. All right.
60% of the votes.
All right, so what did we decide on here? So we're doing the Boba Fett little ship. How cute is that?
Yeah, I'll throw mine.
That's adorable.
It is adorable.
Mhm.
Just like Ryan Milky.
Nice. Oh, it's so cute. And those colors are so Christmassy. That's the only thing, that red, man. Oh,
I also got that.
that's pretty cool.
You may be able to get to that. That's the Jedi Luke with the little hallway scene there.
Pretty sick.
I also got that.
You went Lego crazy.
That's what I voted
I
on.
also bought a dragon because I couldn't leave it alone. I couldn't leave it on its own. So it's not Lego, but it's a dragon.
It's dragon.
Yeah, pretty cool.
It's Lego-esque.
Lego-esque.
Next, I think my poll. All right, let's see. Let me refresh it. All right, so my poll I'll put this out. My poll with 106 votes. Ghost Rider has won. So we will be building Ghost Rider.
Oh, that's sick.
It's the Ghost Rider mech and bike.
How many pieces is that?
This is 264.
Okay, there you go. That's pretty cool.
So I think that'll be fun. Pretty excited about that one.
Cool. So yeah, if you guys have a extra camera and you want to show your what's going on in the table, like I'm gonna bring mine up so you can kind of see that I'm building. I'll kind of reorganize.
I'll do this.
There you go. So yeah, so everyone in the chat, we're just gonna be chilling. We'll be talking. I'm sure we'll be talking a little bit Funko. We'll be talking how Jar Jar Binks is the worst character in Star Wars.
Ever.
All that kind of good stuff. That's what we do here. I'm gonna attempt. Now, chat, you gotta tell me if it's too loud. You gotta tell me. But I'm gonna have to play a little background music. I did this last week when I was streaming, and I think it worked out pretty good. So I also don't want to drown out the conversation. But let's see how it is. People are really ripping open already. All right, so I have a lot of my pieces already out. All right, so we have Slave One, we have a Ghost Rider, we have the Rebel Tank, or Republic Tank, I guess what it's called, right? And
the Republic Tank.
I feel like I'm missing something now.
Obi-Wan.
Vader. Obi-Wan and Vader. That's right. And then we're gonna finish up the Death Star or the Star Destroyer over here. Well, appreciate you guys coming on today.
No.
How was your Saturday?
Chill.
Chill. Just chill.
The madness starts tomorrow. I have to watch 2 Star Wars movies and prepare for my birthday, and then go see my friends, and then come back and do a live, and then do it all over again Monday, and then do it all over again Tuesday.
Wow.
Yeah, I have to watch Return of the Jedi again for the, 50th time probably, so I can be a guest on your panel. I think that Monday? Return of the Jedi?
Yep.
Is that right? Monday.
Monday.
Looking forward to that. So thanks for inviting me on for that. And we get to talk Star Wars. And I actually saw Return of the Jedi in the theater, so I'm super excited about, being able to talk about it. And it's my favorite. Outside of Mandalorian.
That's what we're building to. That's why we're doing the run that we're doing with the Star Wars movies, because we're hyped for Mando too.
Yeah.
It's like a crescendo. It's like just an opening intro to the real good stuff that's coming when Mando hits.
I know. I mean, I kind of feel like, I don't know, maybe y'all feel the same way, but I kind of feel like I've been so excited about it, and I just really, really hope it doesn't disappoint me. Like, as excited as I am about it, because it's definitely, Mandalorian is the best show in the universe.
But
I'm like,
point? No way.
I'm just a little nervous. Like, I just, when something is so good and they did so well for the first, shows, the first episodes and everything, I don't know. It's like, all right, are they going to strike fire 3 times? Or are they going to, I don't know. They've done so well so far, though.
Robbie, It's Star Wars. Everybody's going to have everybody's going to be like, we love it, and then there's going to be some. They're going to be like, that background scene was more red than white. That's what always happens. They're like, they stole that.
He stole that, yeah.
Right?
I think it's going to be really good.
Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think it is going to be good too. I agree.
I was a little disappointed that in Boba Fett that they I really think Boba Fett was like something that they came up with last minute. That's why the story wasn't great. And
you think so?
I do. I think it was last minute.
Wow.
You're like, we're never gonna get Mando out next year. Let's just do Boba Fett instead.
Yeah, I definitely got that feeling as well. But do you mean like the writing and the everything, the show itself was last minute?
There's not really a whole lot there, honestly. Like it's basically it's him versus the Pikes, which we saw in Solo. So they took those from Solo, which is fine. It links them together a little bit. But there's no rhyme or reason that you have those 2 episodes basically that's the Mandalorian.
In the middle of kind of Boba's backstory, basically.
Yeah, but like you said, you get the best 2 episodes of the 2 with Mandalorian, and they're basically I guess they were trying to figure out a way to like not use their other show to like, because I think they were really afraid of backlash of not having Grogu with Mandalorian because he's been in 3 episodes, and I think they use that they probably had like a 5 or 6 episode arc for Boba Fett, and they're like, well, screw it, we'll throw 2 Mandos in there, throw a little Luke in there, and
that's interesting. So do you feel like the writers didn't originally intend for Grogu to come back to Mando? Do you feel like they freaked out and wrote that in? What do you think? That's interesting opinion. I haven't heard that before.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that unless they really didn't want to do a whole bunch of stuff with Luke because of the deep fake. And I don't know what the cost on that is. I have absolutely no idea what it costs to do something like that. But just from CGI in Game of Thrones and that kind of stuff, like it's expensive to do that CGI. And again, I don't know how different deepfake is. But I really do think that Boba Fett was kind of a thing where we're like, we could just throw another series on. And again, that's why it wasn't that good. And it's so weird that those 2 episodes were all Mando. I mean, they had brought Emily Swallow back. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm a little disappointed that Grogu didn't stay with Luke Skywalker. I mean, it was cool to see and everything, but I don't know. Because I've said this in multiple streams before, but I still believe, and I've been saying this since the end of season 1. I still believe the show. It's called The Mandalorian, and it's Grogu. That's who we're building for. The Mandalorian is Grogu because I think he is going to be, the second ever Jedi Mandalorian. So we'll see what happens. Even though,
yeah, I mean, if he's going to be a Mandalorian, then he would have to go back to Mando at some point.
Oh yeah.
What were you going to say?
There was other Jedi Mandalorians, but not in canon.
Yeah. Like, are you talking about Legends?
But
yeah,
we're gonna get Dan started on Star Wars, man. Not even you and him should really know each other. Okay?
Yeah.
Dan knows Star Wars, dude. He's like my friend Brad with like just the things that nobody remembers or thinks about. But
I don't know. There's arguments. Now there's arguments in the chat. Like, what? I've explained this story like 18 times. I'm pretty sure you were on one of the streams when I explained it. It's like I'm trying to figure out what Headless is a Star Wars fan because his name of his channel is a Game of Thrones character. Explain this. Original thought of the channel was going to be collectibles and Funko. And Headless in the Dark was always my grail, and I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. But after I left YouTube for like 8 months or 10 months or whatever the heck it was, I came back. I said I didn't want to just do Funko. I want it all. I want Star Wars, Game of Thrones. I want it all. So, Star Wars background and the Game of Thrones name. But dude, if you went in my basement, I have a huge Game of Thrones set. I got Long Claw, and I got a sweet painting I bought at SDCC last year. So
Just know I love you because you're called Headless Ned Stark, and that's the reason why I approached you in the first place.
there you go, right?
Yeah, I know. Even though your background looks amazing, I know that you're a Game of Thrones fan. But you know,
it's like Game of Thrones, Star Wars. Those are the two.
Those are the only kind of fantasy shows I've ever been able to get Carrie into. So
was Game of Thrones,
Game of Thrones, and House of Dragons, and like when Vikings used to be on, and then the newer edition of Vikings that's on was that on like Netflix?
Yeah.
She likes that kind of stuff, but she never liked like Walking Dead or Last of Us, and she likes Yellowstone, right? We watch that.
I heard that's pretty good.
Oh hell, dude, that's it's awesome. And
is that the one with Kevin Costner?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then there's 1883, and then we're watching 1923 now. That's the one with Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford is in another show that I just started watching on Apple TV. It's called Shrinking with Jason Segel.
I heard about that one.
Pretty good, man. It's funny.
I just started Your Honor with Bryan Cranston on Showtime.
Season 1?
Yeah, I haven't watched it yet, so I just started it.
Yeah, it's good. Season 2 is interesting. The way well, you'll know like after you see the end of season 1.
I'm on like episode 3, and I'm here's my rule, right? I will watch a show for like 3 to 5 episodes before I make a determination if I'm going to continue to watch it. And I'm on episode 3 of Your Honor, and I don't know if I'm going to make it much farther.
Oh, dude, I would watch it. I would watch it.
All right.
Ending is really good. And like I said, from where the ending goes, you think, I don't know how they could come up with another season. And it's pretty good. I like what they're doing. It's interesting.
All right. I'll give it a fair. Have you watched Tulsa King, that Sylvester Stallone one?
I have not. Yeah. Is that good?
Heck yeah.
Yeah? What channel is that on?
That's on Paramount.
It's really good. I like it.
That's the Paramount one. Okay.
Do you watch that, Dan?
Yeah, that Tulsa King is pretty good.
Heck yeah. Really good. Big fan of that show.
It's on my list. Haven't gotten to it yet, but
it's good. It's if you've watched Yellowstone, you can tell that it's done by the same people.
Oh, cool.
All right, so Two Boys brings up, but here's a good talking thing we can talk about. Two Boys says it would be pretty cool to stay at the Star Wars hotel that they have in Disney. Thoughts on that? From what you've heard and what you've seen.
You heard they just slashed the prices and everything?
I did. I heard that. Yep. Yeah. I don't know, man. It's an awful lot of money for 2 days. You know, and the one part I don't like about it is that, listen, if I want to go to Batu, I'll go to freaking Batu, right? Like, I don't need to go spend all that money and go to Batu. And I know you don't have to, I guess. You can actually, you can just opt out of that part and stay on the ship. But I don't know. I mean,
is that the part where they like stuff you in a totally enclosed van and movie screens like you're driving and like it's all, I don't know. To me, I get the whole Hollywood thing and everything, but it seems like a stretch to make it quote unquote an experience with just a few video monitors and and people's like I've heard it described in the very early days how people were calling it like a bunker. Like if I want to go to a nuclear bunker, I can go to Iowa and find a nuclear bunker. Why do I want to pay $5,000 for a 2-night stay to go to like a stupid bunker with no windows?
That price is outrageous. I don't understand it. I mean, unless they're paying these actors that much money, I don't know. Like I don't know what else it would be. Because rooms like the rooms are big or something like that.
They just have so much.
No, they're tiny.
I know.
You see all the people, all of them buying like Bugattis and stuff and crazy things. They just have too much money. That's all it is.
But I mean, what percentage of those people make up the Star Wars fandom? Like, why would they gear it towards those people? When
I don't.
nothing against
That's a very
wealthy people.
Robbie. That's a good point, man.
Yep.
You know, but I guess honestly though, if you think about it, a lot of those people are. What was I going? There goes words. I had words. Words left me. A lot of those people are. A lot of the people who have that kind of money now, though, if you think about it, tech nerds.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, that could really be part of it as well.
At least maybe their thought process or reasoning behind gearing it towards the ultra wealthy. Yeah,
I
makes
don't know.
sense.
It's just still like, but then some people who like you would just be surprised. Like if you came upon some money or you had some savings. I mean, I know people who make a decent living, but they're not wealthy at all. And they'll go through and save up, 10, 20, $30,000 over 2 years to do one huge thing.
Yeah.
Right. Like to go to some kind of like WrestleMania. I was watching a video on YouTube. Dude saved up for like 2 years to go to the Royal Rumble and get the fan experience. And it was like $17,000.
Oh my God! Really?
Wow.
He saved up and paid
Wow.
for it. That's dedication to really wanting to do something. I just don't know if I want to do something that bad. Even if I had the money to do it, I'd still be like, wow, that's ridiculous how expensive that is.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. We're not wealthy. I couldn't see spending money on something, even if it was not wrestling related.
That's what
I mean, I don't have a mortgage, so we worked for that. So we own our home and we don't pay a mortgage. That was hard to do, but like when you weigh that against something like going on a cruise or going overseas or I don't know. People are different, obviously.
Well, that's the same way that I am. Me and Carrie have owned this house for a little over 20 years, and I've never refinanced it. It's pretty much paid off now, and any improvements I've saved up to do. And by doing that, we don't go on some lavish trips. My parents live on the beach in Florida, so we can go down there and stay for free and all that. And then sometimes we do stuff, but we're not wasteful at all, with things like that. It's just trying to be responsible. The adults.
Yeah, Ned, look at chat there. There's a good question Eric has. 2 boys and their pops. If you could build your own lightsaber, what would you design and what color?
Oh, there we go. Yeah. So actually, it's funny. I literally just made a video on this. What type? That's tough because I would have to see the parts. From the colors, from the color schemes, I should say. That's the one quiz. It told me green, which I'd be okay with that. But orange is probably my color. Like I know in Fallen Order, that's all I do is run around with that orange lightsaber because I love it. And it's a different color, and orange and blue are probably my 2 favorite colors. So, kind of makes sense for me. Orange. I'm trying to remember exactly what the words were that explain what orange meant. I know it has something to do with ambition and positivity and that kind of stuff. And I thought that kind of fits me. I mean, I'm not 100% positive all the time. It's hard to do that, and I commend people that can just do that all the time because it's But yeah, I would say orange. I don't know, man. I really really like the 2 hilts that are my favorite in Star Wars are probably the OG, Anakin's before he turns to Vader, the one that gets passed down. And I really, really like Luke's in Return of the Jedi as well, as far as the hilts. So something like that. I mean, I made one at Galaxy's Edge, but you're very limited on what you can do. So
yeah. So that would have been mine. I was going to say that the lightsaber from Return of the Jedi because that's my favorite Star Wars as far as the movies go, and I don't know. I'm not super into the lightsaber lore, but if it was me, I'd do blue with the original hilt. Although Ahsoka's lightsabers were pretty badass. I like those a lot.
Yeah. I don't know. What about you guys? What about Milky? What about you?
I like the dark saber. I think it's unique.
Yeah, Dark
I think
Saber.
it's really cool. Yeah, it's really cool. But I think when I answered the question in your video, I said I probably would be like a clear white
Yeah.
light.
Purity and that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I must have used the Force of the Jedi because I'm done.
As I'm still I'm on page 2. All right, let's blow it up and take a look at this guy.
There it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow,
that's adorable.
Look
You
at
ready?
It's adorable.
They go. That one misfired.
You just want to swish its cheeks and hope for the day it grows up.
Now I'm going to build a dragon, guys.
Build the dragon.
All right.
Let's go.
101 pieces.
It was an appetizer. It was an appetizer.
Oh my gosh, that thing's hilarious.
God, I still feel I've done something wrong.
That's the worst feeling.
It just seems like there's one thing I missed because I was not, it just seems like it, but that hard to build. But I'm going back to it. Hold on.
I hate when you have to like search because they tell you just the pieces and they don't like tell you where they go. You just have to like find on your build where they go. Super annoying.
Yeah, I see what I did wrong. All right. Okay, there's that.
Yeah, I just noticed I'm disappointed too. Because now this one actually says.
See, I'm not, don't get me wrong, right? I like Star Wars. I've watched all the Star Wars. I watched the Star Wars shows, right?
Yeah.
I'm not into Star Wars like you guys are, right? Like, I like it. I respect the fact you're into it. But, I'm more into, like, Back to the Future or, like, Ghostbusters or, like, lots of different cartoon shows or, movies and shows like that, like Western stuff, But I do get into, like, I love Lord of the Rings. Don't get me wrong. How can you not love that? Or, Game of Thrones or House of Dragons or any of those spinoffs. Like, I like all that. I'm just not in, a lot of the stuff that Star Wars is and a lot of the stuff that, like, Avatar and stuff is all based on John Carter. And that doesn't get enough credit. And I really like the John Carter stuff from way back when. But, probably know more about that and, like, books and stuff. I do a lot of reading. I read a lot of books. But not books I talk about on YouTube because they're not really any. Nobody cares about if I read John Steinbeck books or things like that.
I can never watch you again, Adam.
Oh,
You don't like Star Wars.
I love Star Wars. You know that.
I'm kidding.
I know you're joking. I know.
I mean, you look that whole like laundry list that you just listed of stuff that you like. That's like my playlist.
I love all
I totally
of that.
grew up. I think you and I are close in age, so
I'm 44.
I grew up with 48, so
see?
like Ghostbusters and Back to the Future. I saw all that crap in the theaters. That's
Howard
definitely
and all that.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, no, and it's not like that. It's like, you guys, and especially like with Dan and stuff, you guys know so much about Star Wars.
Oh yeah,
right?
I can't compete either though. I mean, I'm a huge fan and I know a lot, but I can't compete with the guys. Like some of the guests that have been on Ned's channel already. It's like, okay.
No. And like my friend Bradley that I hang out with, he's very knowledgeable on things like that. he's even one of those people who ranks people based on if they were born before or after Star Wars.
You do that. The reason why you do that is to see if they like the Ewoks or not. That's why they do that.
Or if they're a Jar Jar lover.
No, the only lover of Jar Jar is Charles.
Wait, who? What now? Who's a Jar Jar lover?
Jar Jar.
Many people. There's a rebellion out there to cancel Headless because he hates him.
Okay, hating Jar Jar is not the wrong answer. I'll just say it right now. That is the right answer. No matter what. Don't care who you are.
Probably one of the worst characters ever.
Ever. Ever.
Adam, that mouse mat is just ridiculously cool.
And then all of a sudden Charles pops it back up. Someone say Jar Jar?
It's a
I'm gonna have to have Charles on my channel, and we're gonna hash it out.
What's up, Charles?
All Jar Jar. We're gonna have we'll have the chat vote who's right and who's wrong. We'll be like a court scene. Well, Judge Milky in the middle.
Oh. Dun, dun,
Well,
Order in
my
court.
suggestion is have a jury. Doesn't have to be 12 people, but I'll be on the
Have you
jury.
seen this? It looks like I'm building Adam's Lego.
Yeah, it does.
They got tiny little arms, though. They're like tiny little leprechaun arms or something.
That's freaky.
We're gonna get your gold.
He's got 4 hands. That's awesome.
Oh, just the English guys who notice the awkward things.
Yeah, you need to get out in the sun because Adam is far more tan than you are. You're white as
Dude.
pale, Milky.
I'm going to be in the sun for 30 days and I'm probably never going to come back. I'll probably kill myself in the American heat.
SPF 35 at least.
SPF 50, my friend.
Yeah. Well, red hair, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, I'm surprised, Adam, just because I'm 46, and I feel like we grew up with Star Wars. Like that's what it was. I mean, all the toys and that Transformers and G.I. Joe. I mean, those were like.
Hey, dude, I was playing with. I was born in '78. I mean, I was playing with G.I. Joe. I was playing with Transformers, and not so much as like Ninja Turtle.
Yeah,
And it was Hot Wheels, G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles for me, right? And then Ninja Turtles were out right around the time that Nintendo came out.
Yeah.
And once Nintendo came out, dude, I don't remember collecting much stuff for years after that.
Yeah, video games kind of ruined all that.
Well, yeah, dude, it was playing like Kung Fu and Dr. Chaos and all of those games and like Bionic Commando and like all. And then Super Nintendo came out, and then by the time you kind of wore off on those, you felt like you were too old at that point to be going and buying toys.
Yep.
But nowadays, there's not as much of a stigma because my wife's like, because today, right? My friend Brad, my friend Mike, who's the friendly pop collector, one guy who's always around, Duck Dodgers, Tim, and my friend Bob. We all went to like the Lego store this morning for the new releases and like went all around, and it's like 45 to 60-year-old men running around collecting toys all day. My wife just giggles about it, but it's a thing. It doesn't have as much of a stigma attached, I think, or I just don't care, right?
Yeah, I hear you.
Like
Eric,
maybe
I'm
I
jealous.
cared.
Like, do you have that in a Darth Vader case? Yeah, Darth Vader case. Oh my god, I'm super jealous. I had that when I was young, and I had the figures in it. And if I still had that, oh my god, that is amazing. I'm jealous. He's got his original. He didn't have the cases the original packaging, but he's got his original Star Wars figure in a Darth Vader case. Eric, boys and their scary pops.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, there it is.
Heck yeah, Eric.
Hell yeah, man.
Wow. Pretty cool. I have a lot of the Ninja Turtle ones. and wrestling figures.
You ever play with those little what were those little guys called? The little pink ones.
Oh, muscle
men.
Yeah. I think I still have.
Oh my god, I remember those.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they still sell like
years.
Yeah. Little
Dude,
muscle guys.
Man. Dude, tell me how unsafe this was. So me and my brother is 3 years younger than me, right? So we're probably like maybe 9 and 6, 10 and 7, somewhere in that range, right? And we used to set up in our dining room, which was not very big. Like it probably is maybe 14 feet by like 20. So it wasn't a real big room for a dining room. So in that room, we also had that's where we play our video games. So, so take away like 2 feet or whatever for like our entertainment system, whatever. And that's where the TV was and the games and everything. And then I would be on one wall. He would be right against that TV set. We were like 12 feet apart, probably, maybe even closer. It's probably less than 12 feet. So we would take like building blocks that we had like when we were a lot younger, and we would use those, and we would build towers and stuff. And we would just make structures out of like pails or whatever we had. And we would set the muscle men all over. So like we would have like 30 muscle men just scattered in our area, and he would have his in his area. Dude, we would sit there literally and snap rubber bands at each other, trying to knock down the figures. Like how many times we used to hit each other in the head. And I'm like, and I always tell him, don't you go crying to mom, because you know she's not going to let us do this anymore. Oh my gosh, muscle man, that was it's funny stuff.
Hey, the shit we got away with in the 80s.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like we could do, like I built a bike ramp out of a weird ass like shaped cut log up in my grandfather's cabin, and an old like waterlogged piece of plywood, and took my little Indian bike up to the top of the hill in front of their house, which had to be like, I don't know, at least 200 feet up, and it was like straight down. And we put this little tiny ass ramp built out of a piece of old waterlogged plywood and a stump at the bottom of the hill, and rode our bikes down the hill. We were going like 200 miles per hour by the time we hit that ramp. And, and this is all like tiny mountain town up in Idaho, dirt roads. Like, so if you eat it, then you just it's sandpaper on everything. And we did several times, but yeah, they just let us do that in front of their house.
See, I have a sister, but I moved around a lot because my dad was Air Force, so we moved around a lot. And my dad's a great dude. Like we get along wonderfully, but he was like super strict, and he was always about like extracurricular activities. Yeah. So I never really had much time to ever get in trouble, because I was always either like playing football or going to Hebrew school or going to Air Force ROTC. He had strict rules on what so I never did too much like with craziness. I mean, don't get me wrong, when we got like a little older and we were 14 and 15, we'd hang out in front of like the Circle K and wait for the cool dude to buy us some 40 ounces of Old E, and then we go play like Edward 40 Hands in the park.
Edward 40 Hands.
Yeah. Heck yeah. We do things like that,
Nobody knows what that means.
What? And then we'd have my buddies. The whole rule was we'd have one of them, Thomas, because you could go to the PX on base and you could buy liquor when you were 18. So he'd go in there and he'd get liquor and cigarettes and everything for us. And then he'd get us those bottles of Boone's Farm. And the rule was that once you cracked the top, you couldn't until it was gone.
Huh.
Do all sorts of fun stuff. But that's all the, craziness I ever got into. Well, I guess until I turned 17 and then, got Carrie pregnant.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
Yeah, oops. Well, she was only 15 at the time, 16, just to turn 16. So,
see, I thought I was young. I got pregnant at or married at 18, and my ex-wife now was pregnant and he was born when I was 19.
Well,
I
see,
thought that was early, but
Carrie and I are 2 years. I'm 2 years older than Carrie, right? And we started dating like right as I was, in high school kind of deal, middle school. When you're that young, I guess it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
And
we were the same, like my ex-wife, but she was 2 years older than me. And I was in high school, she was in college at UNLV.
See, Carrie got pregnant and she was 16 and I was 18. And then we got married when she turned 17.
Wow, yeah, married. Wow.
Yeah, she was 17 and I was 19, and we got married, and we lived at my parents' house in the basement until Carrie graduated high school, and I was still in college at that time. And when I graduated college and got my first real job at GE, we were able to move out and get a condo, and then we moved out, and then Carrie worked at a daycare, and then when Alexis got old enough to kind of be in middle school and come home on her own, that's when Carrie went to college.
Oh wow! So she was late. That was later on. She went back to school.
Yeah, she went. Yeah, because see, at first when I worked at General Electric, and then I work at another place now, and she was just a housewife, and then she got a job as not just a housewife. I won't go there. That's just but then she got a job as a director at a daycare, and then Alexis went to the daycare with her during the day, and then Alexis got to be in like 8th grade, and we had friends, and we lived where we live now, so she was able to come home after school, so Carrie could go to school. So she went back to college at that point. And
your pop control says you sound like his dad. What's up, Funko?
Yeah, that was kind of similar to us.
pretty cool.
We although we ended up having 5 children, and then now with my husband we have 2 children. So my youngest is 15. My 2 youngest are 15 that my husband and I have. And then my youngest with my ex-wife is my youngest with my ex-wife, he was born 5/10/20 is how I remember his birthday. So May 10th of 2000 was his birthday. So he is just about to turn 23, I guess.
Oh,
so he's my youngest biological is 23.
We had that talk about.
There's a lot of them.
we had that talk, like if we were gonna like have more or whatever.
Yeah.
And we decided not to, only because we had started so young that we kind of missed out on stuff. A lot of stuff. Because when you're that young and you have a kid, it's like you could have 100 friends, and by the end of the day, you may have 1 or 2.
Oh, if even. Yeah. We went through that too.
Yeah. So it was rough for a while, but so we decided we were just going to stick with the one.
So how?
See, that would have been a smart choice for us. We didn't exactly do that, but I mean I don't know. Did you come from like a super conservative family, or because like I got married even with the whole gay thing? I got married because we were evangelical Christians. So
I'm Jewish.
Yeah. So was your family? I mean, you kind of see all types in your faith. So that are super, very kind of.
Oh, my parents are super
blah, or you see conservative Jews as well, but.
Yeah. My parents are super reformed. They're not Orthodox. They're reformed.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And they're super laid back about that stuff, right?
Yeah.
They're pretty solid about it. They don't really have too many issues with things on doing that or anything like that. They don't.
Yeah, and that's funny. My parents too. Like I don't come from a religious family. It just kind of happened to me when I was younger that I like kind of found religion or whatever. And it was kind of my own thing. But then when I came out, my whole family really were just like, yeah, we were just kind of waiting, and you kind of took a long time to do it. We were just waiting for you. You know, we feel like we get you back now, so yay! But yeah, that was their response. They
Yeah.
kind of always knew, but they never said, and we're just kind of waiting on me. But yeah,
I don't. See, none of that ever bothers me. Any of that.
yeah,
I have some
of course.
friends. I have some friends, and I always had an idea, right? And then one day we were like, we're all in this group, right, called Carnage RC, and we race RC cars. And
Oh, nice.
my one buddy, right? So we go out to Mexican like one day after we go racing, and he's like, "Yeah, guys, I really got something that I need to tell you." And we'd all been friends for like a year, and he's like, "I got to tell you, I'm gay, and the gentleman I live with, Kevin, he's not my roommate, he's my partner." And I was like, "Yeah, cool beans. I'm Adam, and I'm not gay." And that was about. And then we went about.
That was about it. Yeah.
There was another couple people who were not happy with that situation, but I just think that they were stupid because Dylan and Kevin were not roommates.
It was kind of obvious.
I mean, I'm not an idiot.
Like, yeah. And it's funny because, like, I mean, my husband and I, we've been out for a very long time. We've been together almost 20 years.
Yeah.
And, honestly, 90% of the people we meet now, we live in Tyler, Texas now, so that it may change a little bit because we did live in Las Vegas for a very long time, but, and we're new to Texas, but, over 90% of the people that we meet, even down here, really so far, are just like that. Nobody really cares. And the way I approach is that I don't really ever like come out or whatever. I just live my life, and it comes up naturally in conversation. Like, oh, do you have a well, they don't say spouse, they'll say wife or whatever it is they say, or I'll say something about what's going on in my life, and it's always just my husband did this or my husband said that, or and it's nice to be able to do that nowadays. We didn't always have that luxury, but nowadays it's just normal, and everybody is kind of like, it is what it is, and I haven't personally seen any negativity in a very long time. So maybe back 90s, late 90s is the last time maybe I kind of had anything negative about it, but nothing crazy.
When my daughter was in high school, which was like, God, 7 years ago, right?
Yeah.
She had friends who were openly gay and all of that were in high school, and it was no big deal. But when I was, I graduated high school in 95. So when I was in high school, it was like, you didn't say that, right?
Yep.
But
different world. Totally.
Yep. Now I realize that, it's, I don't really like, my opinion about this is anybody can do whatever they want to do. If they're not bothering me and they're happy, then that's perfectly fine. That's it. Like, I have bigger things to worry about than if you feel that you're a woman trapped in a man's body, or you like men, or you like women, whatever. Like, that doesn't make any difference. All right, Legos. 7 kids, yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris, man, Chris has some kids.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So there's a good question from Two Boys again. So do you have a Lego Grail? I feel like I'm doing it right now, to be honest with you. Like Millennium Falcon, I want. The biggest holdup for me on that one, I mean, the price is ridiculous, but the problem is I have like my OG from Empire Strikes Back Falcon up here, and I really need 2 Millennium Falcons to display. That's my biggest issue with that. Spend that much money when I already spent money on that,
I
think mine would be Hogwarts, probably.
The castle,
like the big one.
Dude, I'm so close. I just kind of convinced my wife.
Okay.
I want it. That's my next one. I want to get. I know.
Good luck.
Fun.
I really want that Hulkbuster one, the expert series, black box one.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, I think what is like $700, $679.
Yeah.
It's just
It's
too
crazy how expensive some of them are. It really is.
Yeah, it's based on, I guess they said, the piece counts.
The piece counts and how unique some of the pieces are.
Yeah, it's too expensive. It's too expensive. That's it. It's too expensive for Legos. No matter how much I want it, it's too expensive for Legos.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, so I have the walker, I have the Addict walker, and now I have this one, and I have two other smaller ones. Yeah, I mean, they're still over $100, but to me, that's smaller at this point because I have to add in this one. But it does. It takes like 4 to 5 months to make these things. So I mean, at least in that, I mean, you could obviously do it a lot faster if you want to do it every day. But I probably do it like 2 days a week, where I'm just kind of like watching football or whatever, or my wife's watching TV and I don't really care what's on. I'm just going to build. So at least you get 4.5, 5 months out of it. But it is.
No, and I 100% agree. I haven't been able to justify to myself spending that much money on a Lego set.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
And then at the same time, a lot of the money I budget would be for stuff that I like, but also to do content with. So it's like I wouldn't really do content with that. So therefore, the content wouldn't come near paying me back for what I spent on it.
That's a whole nother ball of wax, though. Too is like budget for content.
Right. So I'm like, I mean, I like Legos, and obviously I don't do a ton of Lego content. I might do more, but I don't do a lot of Lego content. So if I don't do a lot of Lego content, the reason I'm buying the Legos is because I like the Legos, right?
Yep.
So then I have to budget the fact I want to buy a $250 Lego set, but I need to buy $400 worth of mystery boxes for Carrie and I to do it for the month.
Yep, to shoot video or to do content, whatever.
I'm trying, and it's a balance of, using the money that you get off ad revenue and people's support and the patron and everything, and all of that to, man, you know how deep in this piece I put in that was wrong is?
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
Well, if I'm gonna make an excuse with words and just say that if I was doing this
on a live stream,
and paying attention,
yeah,
I'd probably do better. But yeah, it's.
I'm gonna get a refill on my what the hell am I drinking? I think I'm drinking 7 and Dr. Pepper is my.
I'm drinking vodka and this mango Arizona Mucho mango.
So, FYI, this crazy. I don't know what this is. Dallas Cowboys, I guess. But it's I don't. This is not a reflection on how much alcohol is in here. It's a reflection on the fact that I like this much Dr. Pepper, like way, and then just a little. Because I don't really like. Anyway, I'm going now. I'm gonna go get. No, I'll be right back.
Wink, wink. All right.
I'll be right back.
I watched an interesting movie today. It's got to be at least a couple years old. I remember hearing about it. I just never watched it. It's called Black Phone with Ethan Hawke. You ever hear of this?
That's the one where he's wearing the weird mask.
Right? Yeah. Did you ever see that?
No, but I know what you're referring to.
Dude, it's pretty good, man. It's a little bit of a slow burner horror film, but it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I was going to, because I was kind of like, oh, okay, what's going on? It's weird, and you kind of start paying attention a little bit. You're like, this is actually pretty good. So yeah, it's a good movie.
Yeah, Ethan Hawke's in Kentucky, right around the corner from me in Shepherdsville.
Oh yeah,
he's filming a new movie there in downtown Shepherdsville, and he doesn't like in his movies that he writes, He said they did an interview on the news. That's why I know this. But he said he doesn't like using CGI and stuff, so he wanted to go to like a real town, country town like that, with the main street and everything. So they've been down here filming. I forget the name of the movie, but there's a new movie he's doing. One of the chicks from Stranger Things is in it, and there's a bunch of other famous people in it, and they're filming it here. I mean, it's really it. There's not much more to that.
That's pretty cool, though. They heard an actor like lives in Kentucky. Like, I never would have thought that, honestly.
Oh, they film a lot of movies in Kentucky. We give really good tax breaks for people filming movies here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they filmed Hunger Games here. Part of Hunger Games here, too. There's a lot of stuff that gets filmed here. I mean, because where do you live at?
I'm in Cleveland.
All right.
So we got Avengers, we got Captain America. I mean, there's obviously other smaller movies as well.
Yeah.
Chris's Story. Chris's Story 2.
Yeah, Chris says the movie Tammy was here too. Yeah, Michael's like Ethan Hawke's been all. Yeah, he's been all over Louisville. Well, we got a lot of good bourbon. We got a lot of good food. Got a lot of casinos now.
You guys have gambling on, like, you can do online gambling now?
No, we can do like they're opening up some casinos, and it's it's gambling, but the odds are based on historic horse races, and that's the loophole. Just like in the Indian casinos, it's based on a bingo game.
Yeah, even the slot machines are bingo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But boy, I love my slot. We love our slots. We do love our slots.
Yeah, we just got online gambling in January.
Oh, see, I haven't crossed into any of that yet. We'll go like once a month or once every couple months, and we'll go to Horseshoe or Derby City Gaming. It's nothing big. We'll take like a couple $100 each and just play. Have a good time. Like nothing more that we can lose. Because in the same defense, we'll go to like Dave and Buster's.
About the same amount of money.
We'll spend just as much. We'll spend a couple $100 at James and Buster's playing video games. So, pretty much the same adult video games. And you have a chance of winning some money, but don't hope you will. Don't hope you will, because you won't.
Yeah, living in Vegas even growing up in Vegas, so I grew up there. When you live there like that, you don't, like, nobody in my family, nobody that I knew gambled, like, ever. It's not something that you do when you live there and work there. It's kind of weird. Like, everybody thinks that that's kind of what you do when you, like, grow up there or live there or whatever. Like, you're at the casino and that's your life or whatever. And it's not, actually. There's a lot of different things and stuff like that. But yeah, like, the extent of my gambling would be $20. Like, and that would be, like, maybe once or twice a month I would put $20 into a favorite slot machine, that kind of thing. And that was it. Like, because you just don't when you live there.
No, look, I as somebody who has spent a lot of time before I did YouTube in Vegas because of work. I had fun with playing a few slots and a little roulette when I'd go once in a while, but after a while I'd stay off strip in a regular hotel and rent a car, and I wouldn't want to deal with all that. And if I did, I'd stay like on Fremont Street at like the Nugget or something. Yeah, because it was a lot more mellow than going, there. But I spent a lot of time in Vegas because I grew up in Arizona, but when I lived here, my job I have now that I've worked at for like 21 years, we had a showroom in Vegas at the World Market Center.
Yep,
we're off of Fremont Street in Building 2, and that's and that's where I'd go because we'd have furniture shows, and I need to support and set up the systems. And
I was a paramedic stationed there quite a while when I very first started as a paramedic. They sent me to World Market, and
that's pretty crazy because we probably crossed paths.
Standby thing.
Didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally. Yeah. And we spent a lot of time just kind of walking around and stuff like that. It's World Market, nothing much happens there, but it's such a big facility, and they have like so many events and everything that quite a lot of my early life as a paramedic in Vegas was special events, and World Market was a big one. And then, of course, I also did. I met a lot of famous people like Britney Spears. I did Dane Cook backstage. I did Jay-Z concert. I did what else was crazy? The other big one that I did was at the Pearl at the crap, I can't think of the name of it now, but the Pearl nightclub, which is at the Palms Casino.
Yeah.
Which is where I met Dane Cook and Jay-Z. And then there was also somebody else. Oh, I remember what it was. He wasn't performing there, but I met I met who's the guy with the gold teeth and the big clock?
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav. I met Flavor Flav backstage, and I think it was at the Dane Cook event, which was comedy, so I was like kind of surprised. But yeah, I totally like just ran into Flavor Flav, and he was like, "Hey man, thanks for being here." Whatever. They're all very nice when you're in your get up and as a paramedic and everything. You're just standing around waiting for somebody to do something stupid. But yeah. Yeah, lots of. I mean, that was one cool part about being a paramedic.
Well, see, the World Market Center thing was cool because I'd be down there changing around the showroom because we had in the building we were in. I think it was building C was the building we were in. So we were in building C, and the 15th floor is Ashley Furniture, and we're below Ashley Furniture on the 14th floor, and
Gotcha.
They'd have like those huge concerts. So one year on opening a market, it was like Rod Stewart. And then they had Pink, and they'd have huge like Aerosmith. It was just for the world market because I mean, there's a lot of money in furniture. I mean,
well, yeah, and it's the biggest
yeah.
Whatever import something in the world or
something
like that.
They tried to take over right from High Point, North Carolina, because High Point, North Carolina is the furniture capital of the world, and there's a show there twice a year. In fall and winter, and it's High Point Furniture Market. And so Vegas was trying to cut a piece of that. In High Point, it's more like a city that's just furniture. And we have a building there, but they still do the world market, but it's not like it was because Vegas is pricing people out of doing that. It costs companies like in High Point, we go to High Point, we can rent houses. People in High Point go, you know what? Furniture market's coming. We can rent our fancy house out for $4,000 a week, go on vacation, pay our rent for 6 months. Yep. And it's cheap for us. Vegas, they were really, it was really getting expensive.
Well, and they were supposed to build like the world's largest a convention space or outdoor kind of space or something like that, and they didn't end up doing it. And I think it was because a lot of the tenants in World Market just were starting to do that. They were starting to like just cater to the crazy big spenders and upper echelon, and they wanted to be all whatever hoity-toity, and who knows, but
that's how it was for us, dude. We'd live it up. I mean, our bosses would take us out to, fancy restaurants, and for the first couple years, it was only a few of us because I started working at this place when there was like 20 people, and I was the first network guy or computer guy they ever had, and so now you flash forward, and we're like in 6 different countries, and we're a very large company with hundreds of employees. So when we first went there and it was just a few of us, we'd get rooms at like the Venetian and go eat at fancy restaurants and stuff like that. In my position, though, they never really per diem me like the other people.
Yeah.
I just share a room with some of the other guys who worked with me because they'd get per diem and they'd have to stay in like a cruddy hotel. And I'd be allowed to stay wherever I wanted to stay. So I get to
Wow.
stay at the Venetian or the Bellagio or whatever. So I'd be like, dude, let me just get a room with like two queens and you guys can crash here because one of them was not old enough to drink. So, we'd go and buy the
Oh wow. Just a
liquor store.
kid.
Yeah. Well, he was like 19. He wasn't even allowed in the casino. So we'd go and buy the liquor and fill the sink up in the hotel room with ice. And then he'd get messed up before we'd pregame before we went.
Wow.
Those were the days.
Yeah, my husband worked for Allegiant Airlines. He was an executive with Allegiant. He was in their technical publications department. He ran technical publications. He was VP of technical publications for Allegiant Airlines. And our Christmas parties, like every year, like one year they rented out Margaritaville on the Strip. And then he was laid off during COVID, or right kind of in the middle of COVID 2020, which is kind of why we live in Texas now, but it was fine. They did well for him as far as in the retirement package, whatever. He had worked there long enough to get retirement. So it's fine, but kind of sucky still. But one of the last Christmas parties they had, they rented out the entire stratosphere, the upper part, including the rides and everything.
Wow.
Yeah, for Allegiant. So we were just up there, and they had like the food and we didn't pay anything, just go right on the rides. And of course it's December, so it wasn't like super warm or anything outside, and stratosphere is pretty high up, so it's kind of cold out there, and so not a lot of people did the rides. But I went out there and did a couple just because I hadn't done them, but yeah, they rented out the entire Stratosphere Tower for Christmas for Allegiant employees.
See, Carrie, we worked out okay during COVID because Carrie is she works at the same place I do, and she does project management and building all the new items for the furniture.
Oh
and
yeah.
the system, like she gathers the dimensions and the colors and the swatches and builds them in the system so they can be sold. And I'm like, I'm an IT manager, but my specialty is, I don't talk about all this, it bores people, but my specialty and what I love to do is I do architecture and design of networks and cloud network environments. So I had the perfect job when COVID hit because I wasn't going to lose my job because I was the guy who could design the infrastructure and implement the infrastructure for 400 people to work remotely very quickly. So
Wow.
I worked every day. Like we closed for people, closed and sent people home, but I still went to the office every day. I was the only one there really, but I went to the office. I would have went crazy if I didn't.
But we still did fine. Like I said, they
no.
They took care of him, but it just sucked because we weren't anticipating. He had cancer or has cancer technically, but he's fine and everything. But he still is dealing with it. That's why we moved to Texas, because his doctors are here. But he was diagnosed a couple of years before COVID, and just. They were obviously knew about it and kind of were a part of it all and everything, and they promised him that he wasn't gonna, nothing was in jeopardy and everything, and then it was just like, boop, they laid off 200 people overnight one day, and he was one of them. So, kind of stinky, but yeah, but and then funny thing, just I don't know, 2-3 months later, they were like trying to hire people and couldn't get anybody to come work for them, and to get people to do what Jeff was doing, and which I thought was kind of funny, kind of poetic.
It's irony.
And couldn't find anybody to come work for him. Craziness.
No, We had the same problem. I mean, they said at our place we weren't going to let anybody go, and then they just did some layoffs temporarily, and then some of those layoffs turned into permanent vacations, and
Yep.
so on and so on. And so now, you know, it is what it is. But I mean, we adapt and change. I mean, I see it from a perspective because even though we're larger than we were when I started, we're not big enough where we just couldn't just go away. So they have to do what they need to do to protect the company.
Yeah.
You know.
That's super cool. Look at that.
That Mace window is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
You get Mace.
Look at that.
Hell yeah.
I love that purple
Hell
on
yeah.
the lightsaber. That is
They even
super
got-
cool.
Even the troopers got purple on them.
Oh, look at that. I might have to get that set just for the purple. My husband's favorite color is purple. He would love that. And how many mini stormtroopers? 3 of those?
It came with 3. Yeah, it came with 3 troopers, Mace Windu, and two battle droids.
No. That's super cool.
And I got it because there's battle droids and Mace Windu because I'm kind of army building the battle droids.
Oh, that's cool.
I envisioned in my head having a big like set going on, like a big battle scene going.
Heck yeah. Oh,
Super
hey,
cool.
Terry, flip me over to a full screen.
All right.
I could show off the. Let me go cam only. All right. I wanted to show. I finished building the mech Ghost Rider
Nice.
so
That
far,
is so cool.
and then there's he comes out. So like get the fig out right here. That's a cool minifig.
Hell yeah! I love the mech stuff.
This one is so cool. Yeah, I'm doing the motorcycle now, but yeah, there's. I finished him a little bit ago. I just finished.
I'm a
Right.
sucker for some mech anime. I watch it all the time. I'm a fan.
Heck yeah.
I'm hoping they do more X-Men mech suits.
So is that ride on top of the stratosphere? Is it cool? The one that kind of like shoots you down and like pulls you back up?
Yeah, so that's kind of like they they did that. I didn't actually do that one because that one kind of more than anything else it's a cantilever ride basically, and
I'll be right
and what
back,
they,
guys.
Okay.
Right back.
and they like basically put this like 25-foot section of roller coaster track on a big gimbal thing, and then stuck a roller coaster train on it, filled it with people, and stuck it out over the edge
Yeah.
of the side of the building. And then when the people were out there at the end of this roller coaster track that's on a freaking gimbal over the side of the building, they decided to do this with the thing while the people are out there on the roller coaster cars. And I took one look at that shit and I said, oh, hell no. Never. So
Fourth and just
I was right there with you.
this ride was not even the most like challenging for them to design. They just kind of stuck like a big heavy duty gimbal and roller coaster and a roller coaster. They put this ride where they strap your ass into a swing and then they swing your ass out over the side of the building to where, and then the centrifugal force of you being on the ride and then swinging your ass out over the building causes your ass and your feet to be pointed in a horizontal direction, which means your face is pointed in a vertical direction directly towards the ground on the tallest tower west of the Mississippi River. and you're just over the side on a carnival ride with literally face down with a bar. Like it's not even like a racing strap, like or a thing. Just it's a bar that they strap you into a hard seat and swing your ass out over the building with a little, thing, just chunk, and it's a bar. And I'm like, oh hell no!
I want to go on it. I love that kind of shit.
So
And
I
then
think I'm having performance issues live, so my dragon isn't coming ahead. I can't finish it, so
whatever.
I'm building.
I haven't come very far either in my little platform thingy, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And then, so I want to say it was about 4 or 5 years ago. They took out something. I think they took out the roller coaster. Like there used to be a roller coaster that went around, which was kind of cool. And I did totally do the swing your ass out over the side of the building thing, and that one is super cool. I did it.
That one's cool.
Yeah. It's awesome. But they took the original kind of crazy, dumb roller coaster that just kind of went around in circles around the center of the thing.
Yeah.
And they built like this platform, and they put in these wires all the way to the ground, and they literally like just built a platform and put in like these kind of little speed brake thingies, and you literally pay them $100, and you carry your butt up there, and you pay them $100, and they let you jump off the building. It's literally you just jump off the building. They built a platform, and there's 2 wires, and they put a little cable on you that has 2 little speed brakes on either side of you. And the ride is you go to the building and you jump off, and
you jump all the way down to the top.
Halfway down, you're like free falling the whole way with the like speed brakes free, and then halfway down you start getting a little slower, and then slower and slower, but you still kind of like go way down before they stop you. That's literally the whole ride is you jumping your ass off of the building. Say what?
$100 for that?
Yeah, they charge you $100 to let you just jump off their building. That's the whole ride. Just jump off.
Wow.
That's it.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Fuck, dude.
And people do it all the time.
Yeah,
Like you literally just couldn't sit out by the pool sipping a cocktail, which I've done before. Just watching dumbasses jump off the building. There goes $100. There's another $100. There's another $100. Damn, they're doing good tonight. They're making a lot of money.
Unbelievable.
Dumbasses jumping off the stratosphere
for $100.
Yep, $100. Well, and that was the price. I don't know, 5-6 years ago. It might be different now.
Yeah.
But it was $100 when they first opened it. But yeah, I did the hang your butt out over the edge. I did that one, and I did the
rocket one that shoots you up.
Yes, I did the
what was that called?
I was trying to remember the name of it, but it's you sit in a circle and they shoot your ass up the needle, kind of a thing, and then you bounce and shit. Super cool. I had been on one on the ground. It's definitely very different, that high in the air, but super cool. Definitely far more exciting than the stupid little roller coaster they used to have that just went in a circle. But
I heard that was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was super dumb.
Yeah, we go to Vegas pretty much every year. We always say we're going to go on there and do those rides, and we just never do.
Well, the cantilever one I never trusted just because it's been a good number of years ago now, but like late one night wasn't even supposed to be on the ride, but like a 15-year-old, maybe 16-year-old teenage girl and her little brother, which should not have even been up there at that time of night.
Yeah.
Were able to go up there, and it's supposed to be like over 18 after a certain time, like 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. or something like that. But they were able to go up there, and the girl and her little brother, who was only I mean, basically they were close to the same age, young teenagers, not near old enough to be there, but they were there and they got on the ride, and they were both big enough to ride it, but it was at a time when they shouldn't, and they didn't have adult supervision. That's one thing in Vegas casinos that a lot of people don't know, is that if you're a minor, you can go into a casino, you can walk through a casino, you can be in a casino, as long as you're like your parents with you and you just walk through. Or if you're going to like the Stratosphere, you can go through the casino, whatever, get up there and go. But you have to have your parent with you. That's the rule, that's the law.
Yeah.
And at any rate, they went up there. They weren't supposed to be up there. They got up there. They went on that ride, went out, got stuck on the thing while it was moving, and the roller coaster is literally at the end of the track, probably a good 30-40 feet away from the edge of the building, just hanging in midair, and it's just stopped. Like, they're stuck there for 6 hours. They're on this thing, just sitting on there, where they're trying to like reset it. So occasionally it's like shifting and moving and scaring the shit out of them.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
a huge news story. They almost had to shut it down, but I saw that and I'm like, nope, never doing that one. And it was on my list. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll go try it out, whatever. But no, I never went on it.
Yeah,
Got
I've been
stuck
stuck on rides before, but nothing more than like a half an hour. That's like the most.
Yeah, it was like 5-6 hours. Like it was long enough, and they were young enough and it was late enough. Like overnight, this happened. It was late enough that they like made the news, and it was a thing. Like bad publicity for the Stratosphere, and
Wow.
and I was like, yeah, I'm never going on that one, because, but yeah, you know, it is what it is.
I thought that story was going somewhere completely darker than that.
Oh no! They got him off and everything. But
I was like,
no, just
what are we talking about right now?
no, no, I wouldn't do that. But yeah, Vegas was pretty cool and interesting. I mean, I guess the biggest thing that happened to me in Vegas when I was a very young, and because I grew up there, when I was 18 years old, 17, 18 years old, I was in a choir, and we got to sing with Barry Manilow at Caesar's Palace.
There you go.
And I got to sing with the Gatlin Brothers at the Golden Nugget downtown. So we did like a big Gatlin Brothers concert and a Barry Manilow concert, both Christmas concerts. And it was just like with my choir, high school choir and everything. But yeah, I got to sing with them, so I can actually like say I sang with Barry Manilow and the Gatlin Brothers, which most people, you know, young people have no idea who that is, but I knew who they were when I was younger. So. But yeah, just because I lived in Vegas, that happened to me.
We're going to. We already have our hotel and everything. We're actually staying at Caesars. And
Cool.
Garth Brooks is going back, and we're huge.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's going back. He's actually going to Caesars.
Yeah. He's going to do the Coliseum again.
Yeah, he's doing the Coliseum, and yeah, so his tickets went up, and you had to like, it was a lottery, and basically you had to type.
Really?
You had to show him, like, you had to tell him what 5 dates you wanted, like, so like you have to like be willing to go because the tickets were not cheap. And we've seen Garth Brooks, like, I mean, I got pictures, like, I'm like 5 feet from the stage, like, it's nuts, dude. I have some
Yeah.
pictures, like we have seen him at least 10 times. Like, we will literally drive if he's within 7 hours of us, we'll drive and go see him.
Yeah,
And
we did Reba and Brooks and Dunn at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
When we were there, and that show, I mean, I can imagine. I've always wanted to see Garth. I've never had a chance to see him, and I didn't think he was ever going to do the Coliseum again. So
Yeah.
the fact that he re-signed or whatever, that's awesome. That's amazing.
Yeah, you know, it's funny too. I mean, because we're going to Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, and we actually we have all the whole day passes and all that. Like, we have like every day, like preview night, all that. We actually have to leave early on Sunday now to get there because the concert is on Sunday. So
Oh wow.
yeah, so we're not even gonna be able to like really go to. I mean, it's fine. Sunday at Comic-Con, and unfortunately, we're probably gonna miss the Funko. I mean, if they keep the same kind of schedule as last year. We'll miss the Funko panel, which kind of sucks. Because they did give out this last year.
Will you be able to get some signatures and stuff? Do you think?
San Diego Comic-Con's different than a lot of cons. They like last year, I was able to get George R.R. Martin in a book. I was able to get Bruce Campbell from Evil Dead.
Yep.
And then his two the two other actors who are in Ash versus the Evil Dead. I'm trying to remember their names right now, but I have all theirs. So that was
who they are. I've seen the show, but I mean the movie. Well, the movie and the show. I've seen them both, but I have no idea the names either.
Yeah, I follow them on Instagram. I can never remember their names though. And that was all free, which is awesome. It's just you got to get your ass up early in the morning to go away in those lines, But yeah, I mean, San Diego Comic-Con is a little bit different with autographs. It's not like a regular con where you have like 40 people you can just go wait in line for. It's typically a lottery, or you have to get up early and you have to wait. And they're just free though. Like I know Tom McFarlane's there all the time. He goes almost.
That's crazy.
Yep. I mean, they still some, but they're definitely more. They're definitely lower tier actors.
That's okay, I got it.
Yeah, I mean they have some, but even last year there was not many because I went up there just to kind of see who was there, and I mean, I didn't even know any of them. I didn't even know any of them. So, and they obviously I always want to get. I usually get Funko Pops or Black Series figures autographed because they look so good on those. But yeah, so yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad we were able to get a preview night. Preview night last year was awesome. It was so awesome. And then I found the Funko.
But you're gonna have to go to your concert or the dates or whatever. Did you get confirmed on your dates for Garth?
Yeah, it's on that Sunday. So what we'll do is instead of staying through Sunday night and leaving Monday, what we'll do is we'll just leave on Sunday, probably early afternoon to get because it's only about a 4-hour drive to get to Vegas from San Diego, so it's not bad.
Oh yeah.
So
many times.
I figure if I'll talk to the hotel and I'll see if we can have like a little late checkout so we can at least go to the con for a couple hours that day. Although Sundays, honestly, like by Sunday, I've almost had enough of it anyways because I've already done everything I wanted. I've walked the entire floor probably 5 times, and Sunday is more like a chill day anyways. Or we check out panels usually, so it's not like the end of the world. But yeah, we're just really excited because we knew we were going to go to Vegas when we had San Diego, and I told my wife, I'm like, well, the only day that we could really go would be that Sunday. So I put it in. I put a couple other dates in, not really knowing. Like, I don't think it's going to work, but I just did. And I ended up getting the one I wanted. So, we're excited. I think it's going to be not like it's not going to be his typical concert either. It's going to be more of a acoustic storytelling type of thing. At least that's what he did when he was at, I think he was at the Win. Was he at the college?
Mm-hmm. He did do shows at the Coliseum.
So
and usually, well, well, he did. I mean, he had that long contract with.
Oh, he was there.
Mirage.
Yeah, it wasn't Mirage. I want to say it was Venetian. No, that wasn't Venetian. I thought it was Win.
Was it Paris?
No, it wasn't Paris. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I really thought, but he's had it wasn't a residency. I don't think it was a residency, but he did. I'm fairly certain he's done shows at the Coliseum.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, it was Win.
It was the Win. Okay.
He was at the Win when he did his like a little smaller acoustic.
So,
but now
have you been to the Coliseum before? Have you seen other people there?
I've not. That's right. That's another reason why we're excited because we've never been.
So, we saw. I mean, of course, we saw Celine. We saw Bette Midler. We saw Cher. We saw Elton John. We saw.
Doesn't Celine have like throat cancer or something? There's something.
Her husband did. Her husband died from that.
I know.
I don't think she does
with her voice. She can't sing.
Really?
Yeah, there's something like she can't sing anymore.
Is that a new thing? I haven't heard about that.
I mean, look it up.
Huh. But so we saw Cher, we saw Bette Midler, we saw Elton John, and we saw, like I said, Reba and Brooks and Dunn. And with the Coliseum, like Bette Midler show, I felt like we were on Broadway. Elton John too. Like the whole thing was like a whole show, like a true Bette Midler, especially true Broadway show. Cher, we saw Cher. Cher did like the whole Cher greatest hits, and then she like stayed for an hour to do even more. Like she did everything, and it was all of it, and it was amazing. I have never seen a show, and I've seen people that I've seen in other venues in the past. I've seen concerts, I've seen shows, I've seen other things that they've done. Nobody comes to the Coliseum and just does a concert. That's never a thing.
Okay.
So, like, it's gonna be crazy insane because that's the only kind of show I've ever seen at the Coliseum. If he's at the Coliseum, he's gonna do some crazy stuff just because he has to. It's the biggest stage for musicians and stuff in Vegas, at least. It's like the pinnacle of doing a concert in Vegas is to be at the Coliseum. So if he's got a show there, and it may be acoustic, it may be just a thing or whatever, but regardless, it's going to be amazing. So I'd be super excited if I were you.
Super cool. I think it's going to be awesome. Yeah, so Celine, so this was announced during COVID, I guess. So she said she got diagnosed with something called it's a neurological condition called stiff person, and it's 1 out of 1 million people, and they don't really know that much about it. But basically, it's called stiff person. It's a neurological disease, and what basically happens is that she goes through spasms, and she said it even comes to times where she can't even walk. So maybe it's not. So it's not really her throat. It's more of this neurological thing. That's why she can't sing though, because she can't do it.
So she lost like the nerves in her throat or something, or
I don't know. It just says that she sometimes she becomes paralyzed and she can't do it.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's insane.
I guess she pushed all her tours back to 2024. And they said that that she's being treated, but they don't know a lot about it. It's crazy.
1 in 1 million people.
One in a million.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah. I knew I had heard something about that last year about her not being able to do the concert.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's a crazy world, man.
Yeah, sucks.
Yep. Milky, you got that dragon done?
No, I scrapped the dragon off a long time ago. I'm building the dump truck now.
So why did you not want it? So I didn't hear what you said.
You didn't show the dragon?
So I said I was having performance issues live and I couldn't get my dragon to finish.
So you just scrapped it. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm going to build that in
private.
public.
Complaining, but you were continuing.
I'm going to build that in private. I'm going to build that in private when I've got more time.
Okay, dragon in private.
Okay.
So, Adam, you're working on the motorcycle now?
Yeah, slowly but surely. I'd eat a snack, so.
Yeah, I got you.
Gary's like, what are you eating?
My earbud. I'll be right back. I'm about to lose battery.
Yeah, I think that's what it was, Michael.
Neurological spasm sounds like dragon.
Yeah, Christopher says you have a limp dragon.
That's the right answer.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm never going to finish this. A small piece. for this last part.
This last
I'm just
part-
gonna stick to Duplo lot, like the kids stuff, you know, the thick, big stuff. Because this is just.
build a bunny rabbit. Look at the bunny rabbit. It's 12 pieces.
I'm now on step 945 of the Star Destroyer.
So, Ned, how long have you been building your battle cruiser? How long has that been going on? I mean, it looks like you've got most of it done.
Yeah,
What
this
the
is
hell?
this will be the last part. So, let's see. All that took 4.5 months. That was June, July, August, September. That was like middle of September. Then I got this one in October. So what? October, November, December, January. So just almost just a little less than 4.5.
And what's your piece count?
This one is 6. Great question. Why would it not have it on here? I know it's on the box, but I don't have it up here anymore. I'm pretty sure that the ADAT was like 7,000, and this was like 62 or 6,400, somewhere in that range.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the Harry Potter castle is like 6,000 something.
Did you
Yeah,
see
yeah,
that?
yeah.
The Eiffel Tower is 10,001.
10,000?
It's the
10,000 pieces.
10,000.
Holy
10,001.
shit.
The Eiffel Tower is like $850 too.
I mean,
Wow.
how tall is that thing?
I think it's like 5 feet tall.
Oh my god!
They have one at the
Wow.
Lego store in Louisville set up, and they've got like Iron Man hanging off of it. It's huge, dude. I think it's like 4 or 5 feet tall.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive.
Where do you put that thing? I mean, I guess you can put it in a corner or something. It's not like a plant, but
If I had room like some of those Lego guys I watch on YouTube, like Brixie, where he has his whole basement, full basement, and it's dedicated to like a Lego city he's built,
yeah.
and he has I'd buy that stuff, but I just don't have. I don't have anywhere to put. Now, the dude that does the Lego builds at the Lego store by me, he has that. He put in the middle of the store a bunch of the Mario stuff.
Yeah.
And so you have the Nintendo kit, which I have down here. I haven't built, and
That's what you guys remember you showing me that.
and then he has built the Bowser statue,
Okay.
and he has adjusted the hands in a manner so Bowser's sitting there playing the Nintendo. And if I didn't want the Bowser one before that, now I really want it.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. I don't have room for it all. That's it. I wish I did. If I win the Powerball tonight, I get a bigger house, and then, or just
Exactly.
I'd build a pole barn.
Did I on the last Lego stream? Did I show you my shelf where I keep my stuff?
No, I don't know if you did or not. I don't think so. I would have probably remembered that, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, I should be real quick.
Yeah. Yeah. Pay attention.
So like up here, I have a built-in shelf. There's
Oh,
and that's a black Black Series figure, and then I got my Razor Crest,
oh.
Looks like I'm lagging.
and then the
Pardon me.
corner. I don't know if I can later. You can kind of see Slave one up in the corner over there,
Yeah.
and then like I said, behind me, there it is right here.
Yeah.
There's AT-AT in the corner, but I have these two huge like Hot Toy shelves coming that they're like 2 feet by 2 feet. They're pretty big, and I'm thinking about just taking the Star Destroyer and putting it right on top of that instead of, because I don't know, man. I'm so afraid to put that thing up there. Because, like if a piece falls off, I'm gonna be so pissed, and then I'm like, how am I gonna fix that? Because I'm not gonna let it go. And then it's just gonna become a disaster, I think. So that's what I was kind of thinking. I'm like, maybe I'll just throw it on top of those shelves because it's about the same size. I don't know.
I don't know.
I like
I've
how-
never unboxed any of my Hot Toys at all.
Oh, you don't unbox them at all?
No, I've never. I even the Mandalorian and Yoda, the first one that was released a couple years ago.
Yeah.
I haven't even taken that out of the brown box yet.
Oh, wow.
And I have like a bunch of other ones. I think that new Iron Man, the one with the suit, where
Yeah.
he's out of the suit. I think that'll be the first one I actually open because I can't wait for that one. But I don't know. It's just something with the way it is. I just like I just can't open it.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're so cool. Like, I don't know. I
know.
like Funkos. I don't take out of the box unless like when I don't like care about and I just want to make room or whatever. But
I want to unbox the stuff, but then it's like, where am I going to put that stuff? And then once I unbox it, am I going to regret the fact that I unboxed it and now I don't really technically have anywhere good to put it? Right?
like, I even have like in that corner, you can see I don't have the lights on it. The Hoka's in the box. And these are both Clone Wars because I have my little Clone Wars section up here. These are all autographed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have my Ahsoka and then Darth Maul from Clone Wars on top. And I was going to stack two, but I just got Black Widow, the snowsuit, so I put her in one of them instead. And I'm just going to keep it like that for now.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to do some different stuff on my shelves in my collectible room, and a lot of it's going to include doing more Marvel stuff. So some of these Legos, and then I think I'll put some Hot Toy stuff up there because that'll end up because the Hot Toys I have are all I have Iron Man and I have War Machine.
Okay.
And
Yeah, it does.
Korean ones.
The Hot Toys take up a lot of room. I mean,
Yeah.
You really do have to like figure out what you want to do with it. That's why, like when I was constructing this whole room, to be like my YouTube room and my podcasting room, I knew what I wanted to do, and that's why I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy these. You know, I bought the big cases from Sideshow. I was supposed to have those back in November. Now they're saying March, whatever. They always push things back. But like I said, they're huge. I mean, they're expensive cases too. But I like the idea of having being able to take two large cases and almost put all my figures in there.
Right? No.
That's kind of what the idea is.
Yeah. See, if I had my house is like a tri-level, so the basement isn't a full basement. It's more of like an office media room that's maybe 1,000 square feet, and then a washroom and kind of storage room.
Yeah.
So we use that. We're like, I have a big TV and a surround sound system, and we have some recliners, and we also have some desks with our computers. So when we're working remotely and stuff down there. But the other places, I don't really, like here, like on my mantle, I've got all my autographed Louisville memorabilia, right?
Okay.
And then I've got piles of I've got like, here, wait, I can switch I can just use this camera. Yeah. So, like, see, I've got some pops here in my studio room now. This used to be a living room, but it's not. And then I have like autographed stuff up there. And then I have more like pop albums over there. But this is my living room.
Yeah.
It was a living room, but we have a front room too, so there's really no need for a.
Yeah, so like, I see your house has like two of those rooms that like, I know what you're talking about. A friend of mine, he's same deal. He's got like the living room and then like, what are they? The back room they call it, whatever. But the living room they turned into a freaking bar, dude.
Oh, nice!
Like we go in here now.
Well, the room that's for the collectibles used to be the room my daughter had.
Okay.
And then the room that's behind me, behind this wall, that's the guest room / storage room right now, is the room that used to be my pop room when I first started the channel, because it was always my collectible room before I even did anything with YouTube.
Gotcha. So your daughter is out of the house now?
Yeah. I mean, she's 26. She's graduated college. She's married.
Yep.
She lives down in Jacksonville. She has a baby. I have a grandbaby.
How old?
Now 8-month-old.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah, so she hasn't been here in a long time, and I waited a little bit before I converted the room into something else. You know. So I'd have rather her just stayed around and went to school at U of L where me and Carrie went, versus going moving to Florida.
Yeah, my stepson actually just graduated from Florida. He went to I always get those. There's so many.
Alexis went to UCF, University of Central Florida.
Oh my God, dude! Yes, that's where he went. UCF.
Yeah. She went to Pensacola State, which was in the Panhandle,
Okay.
for like 2 years, and then she transferred down there and went there, and she graduated from there. God, let's say like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he just graduated, and he's 20. He's 23. I think he's 23. But yeah, so now he has a job down there, and yeah, so
Yeah, nice.
yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, Alexis, I think her and her husband are. The plan is to move back here in June or July. So I think that's the plan, because her job, she can be remote wherever she is.
Oh, that was what I was going to say. Does she have something lined up? So.
Yeah, she's like a regional director for ADP security, and she can just work remote because all she really does is handle the offices and scheduling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So she can do that. And my son-in-law is an electrician.
You can do that anywhere then.
It's worth a lot.
I was wondering what that noise was.
It's like having some connection.
What if he doesn't survive? He's worth a lot to me.
This is my room alarm.
What if he doesn't survive? He's worth a lot to me.
Is that like motion detected working or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
What if he doesn't survive? He's worth a lot to me.
It's worth a lot.
That's pretty cool, man. I like that.
Here's my SDCC exclusive from Gentle Giant, actually.
Well, that's cool.
As soon as I can pull this up.
That's pretty. Well, back to Dan.
There we go.
That's cool.
So let's see if I can get this number. There we go. If the batteries are working.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
You're
You're my only
my
hope.
Nice.
I think that's the only thing she says. Though.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Sorry. My internet, we had a huge ice storm here, and we just got internet back earlier today after like 4 days, and I guess it's still a little crazy. Sorry. But we're back, and it's working fine now, so.
Everything's fine now. How are you? Guess the movie, Milky.
What?
What?
Talking to me?
Taxi.
Everything's fine now. How are you?
Oh, man.
It's
I
a movie.
was like, everybody has a statue that's talking. I want to bring mine down. And the batteries are dead.
Oh no.
And I've got the I'm gonna find a screwdriver. I've got the talking John Travolta from Battlefield Earth.
No.
Yeah,
Nice.
Shut up.
I got Terrell.
So that has got to be, at least it used to be, like the most universally panned and
Oh,
like
I liked it. I
cra-
thought it was
horrible
good.
horrible movie that I absolutely loved to
Yeah.
death. Like I loved the movie. I thought it was great. I'm a huge Travolta fan, and I thought it was a really good movie. And everybody hated it. Everybody hated it.
You
But-
know the problem. You know the problem, Robbie, with that is that, like, some people, there's certain movies I think that more people would like if they read the book or read the
right.
stories or knew about it.
Yeah,
Just
for
like
sure.
Mortal Engines.
Oh, absolutely. I loved Mortal Engines.
Now, a lot of people hated it, but I was like, look, the movie was good, and I don't understand how you'd understand it if you didn't read the book, because it just kind of started right in the movie. You know, you could
Totally.
understand it, but it
Totally.
was just like,
Totally.
you know,
Like
where'd
if
it
you
go?
didn't know about the story to begin with Mortal Engines, you had no idea.
Right, it just started. Like all
It
the
dropped you in the middle of the
yeah.
of everything.
Where did these come from? Who is that? Why is that driving through the woods?
Yep. Totally. Which I loved Mortal Engines, by the way. I thought it was an amazing movie. They did a really good job on it. I thought it was amazing.
I am so gonna go find a little screwdriver. We gotta hear this guy talk.
Get a battery.
What movie we were talking about before Mortal Engines?
Battlefield Earth,
Hmm.
which I loved, and so did Adam. And the rest of the universe hates, apparently, to
It
death.
was good. I mean, I only saw it once, but I mean, I liked
Yeah.
it. I don't remember.
So the thing about me in movies, and I'll even say this about Star Wars, and that is, I'm not a huge fan of like the most recent stuff, but the thing that the most recent, and Boba Fett the show too, not a crazy huge fan, but I was entertained, and if you can entertain me in a movie, then I'm good. It's
Yep.
like I don't expect to love everything as much as I love The Mandalorian, or as much as I love Return of Jedi, or Star Trek, or all of that. But if you entertain me and I enjoy what you put out there in the universe as far as entertainment goes, and I can go get a popcorn and go on a date or go and enjoy myself for a few hours or whatever, then I consider it success, and I'll enjoy your movie if that's what you do. And Battlefield Earth was one of those movies. Like, for me, I was entertained and I liked it. So
All right.
everybody hated it, but I loved it.
Shit's getting serious now. We got the battery caddy.
Look at that. Look at that. I'm wondering, is that an Amazon find? What is that?
It's
Or is
called
that more professional?
the battery daddy.
Wow, look at that.
And it even
The
comes with,
battery daddy.
yeah, see, it has two sides, right? And then you can open it, and it fits all these batteries, and it even comes with a battery tester.
Thanks, Chris, for coming, man. Appreciate you, dude.
Peace out, Chris.
Thanks, man.
Peace out, Chris. Have a good night.
I'll post the final thing here of the starter trailer on Instagram. So,
See you later, Chris. Thanks for stopping
Later,
in, buddy.
buddy. Talk to you later, my friend. Yeah, I'll post a picture of the final Lego build. I'm almost done with it anyway, but now I've gotten into this, and I'm like, I pulled this statue out, and like
No, we got to see it now.
now I got. Hold on. Can you hear me though? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. I don't know. I got OBS configured, and I was thinking of muting something. Let's see. Hold on. Configure video. Shoot myself out. Oh, it's all on me. I'm like adjusting my camera.
all good.
It's all good though. I'm good. I'm putting batteries in them now. We're now trying to close this out. Yeah, we got this. He takes AA batteries. I would have assumed AAA, but this thing is from a long time ago, 1999.
It's so funny.
Party like it's 1999.
It's so funny to hear you say 1999. How long ago was that? I'm like, wait a minute.
24 years.
Just a couple years ago.
A couple of years ago. Yeah, it was only a couple of years ago.
It's when
Shut up,
Phantom
man.
Menace came
It's
out.
only a couple of years ago. I'm not listening to anything else.
Phantom Menace, you're right.
2 years ago. That's when 1999 was.
All right. So here he is.
Rat brain.
Nice.
Right.
I'm a cycle of my word. Exterminate all man animals at will.
Oh my god. That thing is amazing.
He says a lot of stuff too.
That's the first intelligent thing you've said yet. Man is an endangered species. You wouldn't last one day at the academy. Rat brain. I'm a cycle of my word. Exterminate all man animals at will.
But he's pretty cool.
That thing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Isn't it great, dude?
I'm going on eBay. I'm totally going on eBay.
I'm telling you, man.
I need it.
And he does different because you
I
can
give the orders. Do you understand?
you can hit it
That's the
here,
first intelligent
or
thing you've said yet.
that's what's cool. It from 99, and if you take him off the base,
Oh,
you
you
can
said
still use him by hitting him
Man is
here.
an endangered species.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm loving it just for the exterminate all man animal.
Exterminate all man animals.
Oh my god, I can't with that. Yeah. I need it. I need it. Alright. Where am I at? I feel like I missed a big part of my process here. And, what the heck? That doesn't make no damn sense, Lego.
Yeah, I call
Shit.
every set so far. I've had a contact Lego. I'll give you a piece that I've either lost or they just didn't send me.
Don't tell me that kind of stuff. I'll throw this stuff at the screen. I can't deal with that kind of stuff. I put too much hard work and effort into building these, and if there's a piece missing, I'll go crazy.
Well, yeah. That and my OCD is not going to like it either.
Yeah,
No, I'll
yeah,
tell you.
exactly.
If you are missing a piece, then you lost it, not Lego. Because
Okay.
I watched a Lego thing today.
Yeah.
I swear it's on. You can look it up on YouTube about the manufacturing process and how they make Legos, and it's like 90% robots. And they're the ones who make all the Legos. There's no people. They're the ones who count all of it. So there could be a mistake, but they said out of 1 million Legos that are manufactured, well, here's a quiz for who's in the chat, right? If they made 1 million Legos, how many of those Legos do you think would be defective and have to be recycled to make more Legos?
Out of 1 million, huh?
Out of 1 million.
I'm not sure.
All right, chat, tell us. What do you guys think?
Not that.
Out of 1 million.
I think
Out of
I mean,
out
it's
of
gonna
a
be
million. I say
it's gonna be like 5 or something, or 1.
I say
or something.
2. Yeah, it's 2. Yeah, like 1.
No, it's 18,
18. Okay.
which is still like that's how good they got the process.
Yeah.
And that the colors of the plastic, right? I didn't know any of this until like 5 hours ago, but the color of the plastics, they can only get like there's only black, white, gray, blue, yellow, and red and green. So any other color that you see them make is a mix of those colors together, and they figured out a formula on how to make the other colors. So I just assumed they put dye in the plastic.
That's what I would have thought.
No, that's what the color of the plastic is, apparently, when it's made and brought to them in pellets.
Well, how do they make it a color then?
Well, they put it, there's these machines, and they put it in the machines, and the machine heats it up to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Once it gets heated up, it's like a thick liquid.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they'll do is then they have formulas for the computer. So they'll say, okay, 50,000 white beads, 25,000 blue beads, 4,000 yellow will make this purple color.
So it's almost like paint.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
it's how they do paint. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of Lego. I watch a lot of Lego videos, and they just Rhea. Hey, I know you're upset. You want Legos. Yeah. So
mine's barking too.
You know how they recommend videos to you when you watch videos?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm getting recommended a lot of different Lego stuff, and some of it I'm like, oh, is it cutie? I'm like, this looks interesting. Then I watch it. You're not even seeing. Okay, here we go. Make me full screen so you can see this, okay? I got the batteries going in this, all right? Another classic. You know who this is? His mouth stopped working now. He's still dancing.
What's his name?
That's John McCain.
Exactly.
Yeah, John McCain. I knew it was some kind of Kane guy.
His mouth used to move and it broke. I'm big into these goofy political things. And plus I knew John McCain because my dad knew him when we were younger. When I was younger, because we grew up in Arizona and my dad was stationed something with him. So I always had this thing.
Where'd you grow? Where in Arizona did you grow up?
I grew up in Gilbert, Arizona.
Okay.
Gilbert, Arizona. I went to Meigs Middle School. No, Meigs was in Florida. I went to Gilbert Elementary and Gilbert Middle School.
So I just want to, can you put me on the screen so I can point something out to people that might not know anything about Lego?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know I was off camera. So for anybody who's got these books and these Lego things, I didn't know until literally right now, but this is a 1:1 scale. So you put this against these. In the book, it tells you that's the right piece you're using. I didn't know until like now, so like I thought it was this one I was using and I was getting stuck. And clearly see it's not big enough. So yeah.
Yeah,
For anybody that
except
doesn't
they
build
don't do
Lego,
that in the
one of
bigger
them.
sets. Like in the set I'm building, they don't have that in the.
Oh, that's scary. That's scary.
In the bottom.
Yeah, this one is not 1-for-1 in here either.
Yeah, look
Ooh.
on my put me on the screen here. Here's my book. No 1:1 scale. I have to count fucking dots.
Oh no.
Yeah. Well, and then not to even count on the fact that you have to count those dots, but that everything's gray.
I know, right?
Exactly.
Or dark gray.
Like and this, which is like sort of black, but it's not actual black. But then there's black, and then there's sort of black, but it looks black in the print.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like looking for black, but I'm not really looking for black. I'm looking for fucking charcoal. And then the gray, which also looks black or darker than this fucking shit. Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, I'm over here building this, which is all just gray.
Yeah.
And silver, and then that's how I messed up because it's like put the gray part with the little clip on the end, and then each clip is slightly smaller than the next. You know.
Oh, easy.
Yeah, this one I actually see for to hold on to the bike. There's one on his crotch right there, and I had to take them all apart because I put the wrong one on his crotch. But see, that's how he holds on to the bike.
Don't worry, Adam. It happens to the best of us.
Well, yeah, I mean, spending Saturday night putting stuff in Ghost Rider's crotch. I mean, how many
Crotch.
people do that?
Yeah, and then grabbing the wrong thing to put in the crotch. It happens. It
It's
happens.
just a thing, yeah.
Yeah.
How many times?
More than you might actually think. I'm gonna take a sip of my cocktail now.
Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out and doing Lego with me and stuff. It's a good way to start my birthday weekend, so thank you guys.
Yeah, it's fun.
And everybody in the chat as well, thank you for all being here and hanging out.
It's tomorrow morning for you, is it not, Ryan?
It's already 5:20 in the morning. I've got like 20 hours left.
Wow.
I've got 20 hours left, and then it's my birthday, and then I probably won't sleep until Tuesday.
It's tomorrow. That's so weird.
Well, no, because Robbie, it's still Saturday for you?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's Sunday for me. 5 a.m. in the morning.
It's Sunday at 12:19 a.m. for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're at 11:19 over here. Tyler, Texas. It's still Saturday. So
You're only an
here's
hour behind me then? But
yeah, it's 11:19 here.
So you guys want to change your clocks, right?
We do.
I have no idea. We haven't lived here long enough to know that. We've only
you
been
guys-
here.
You guys have daylight saving time there or no?
Yes.
We did here. Are you talking about in Tyler or in
No,
Scotland?
you live now. I know Arizona doesn't do it.
In the now.
Because I thought
Yeah.
Texas was always 2 hours. I thought when we travel, it's always 2 hours. I'm 2 hours.
Where do you live?
I live in Ohio. Because I
So,
thought it was
yeah.
like, or is it only an hour, Texas? I swear it was more than that. Maybe not.
Well, we're East Texas, so we're just barely west of Shreveport, Louisiana. But yeah, we're Central
This is the
Time.
hardest shit I've ever done.
You are Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
Is all of Texas? All of Texas is in Central, right?
I looked this
No.
up actually earlier today.
I only know
Texas is big though.
Carrie's from Texas. We go there quite a bit because her mom and brother and everybody live there.
So
She-
is it always an hour behind or no?
I'm Eastern and Kentucky's Eastern and Central. I can drive an hour away and I'm Central.
Right, no, you're right.
You're like
you are right. The Texas border is the time zone between Texas and New Mexico. So New Mexico is an hour earlier than Texas, and all of Texas is central.
So okay. Wow, really?
Really?
Yep.
The more you know.
Yeah, really. I don't know why I thought like when we drive, I thought we always gain more. I thought we gained 2 hours, we gain an hour. I guess we don't. Like I'm trying to think where we cross over. Because St. Louis
can't make that out on the screen, but it's the time zone map for, and Texas is. Yeah, you probably can't see that.
So Charles, are you still in the chat? Are you Central or no? He's got to be Central. No.
Is he in Texas? Then he's Central.
Charles is Central in Missouri. Yeah.
So Missouri's man. I feel like.
Oh yeah.
When are you coming here, Ryan?
August.
Yeah, all of Missouri is central as well.
Okay.
Did you already get a ticket?
Not yet. I'm just waiting for my passport to turn up.
When in August?
I'm going August 4th, and then I plan to fly August 4th, return up September 4th.
All right. Well, whenever we plan, because you're going to Charles.
Jeremy's. I'll probably go meet Charles anyway, but I'm going to Jeremy's to stay.
Okay. Well, yeah, but I mean, Charles is there, and so's Big Easy and everything.
Yeah.
I'll just have to drive up there. The 13th of August is my birthday, so I'll have to. Because I told Big Easy and them I'd come.
We're talking about maybe doing something a little bit south as well. So, like maybe him coming down here or me meeting him at some point. But I don't know. Kentucky is probably a fairly good midway point or something to work out. But
I think they're talking about meeting Missouri, right? Isn't that what we're talking about?
Yeah, I'm not very far from there. I think I'm like only 8 hours. See, Texas is like 15 hours from me.
it is, yeah, and that's. But you're further east than.
Yeah, I'm legitimately really close to Indiana, like in the middle
Yep.
of the state, top middle of the
Right.
state. So
Right.
in Louisville. So
Gotcha.
Are you, Adam? Are you in Lexington?
no, I'm in Louisville. Well, I'm
Oh, you're-
outside of Louisville in Oldham County, but yeah, I'm like 20 minutes away
Are
from
So how
Are you
far?
central or eastern, Adam?
Eastern.
Eastern, yeah.
Yeah. So he's on the other side of the line. Yep.
So
Yeah.
what's closer to Cincinnati? Is it Louisville or Lexington?
Louisville.
Okay, so okay.
Lexington is about an hour and 15 minutes away from Louisville. Farther away from Cincinnati.
So it's further south.
Yeah, further
or-
south.
further
Yes.
south.
So if I was to leave my house to drive to Cincinnati right now,
Yeah.
it would take me an hour and 4 minutes.
Okay.
If I took the freeway, it only takes me 48 minutes, but I can take Highway 42
Okay.
and take the back roads, which is what I prefer to do because my parents, before they moved back to Florida, they lived in Burlington.
So are you just driving down to Lexington for the con for one day, or are you guys staying overnight down there?
Well, no, I'll drive down there. Saturday morning, and we'll get there super early, and then be there all day on Saturday, and then me and some other people are coming back on Sunday because it's only like 45 minutes for me.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So it
Yeah.
doesn't make. But if like Duck is probably going to come on Sunday. He
Okay.
Duck Rogers. He only lives. You're very close to Lexington because he's like in outside of Frankfurt, and I'll bring my Brad and my wife with me, but it's not far enough to need to come home,
Okay.
or anything. But yeah, it's
Because I had points at the Hyatt that's like right across the street.
oh,
I
nice.
ended up booking a room for 2 nights that's free because I had enough points. So I already booked it, but I'm just waiting to hear back from see if I can get the press passes or not. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I may end up going anyways, even if I have to buy the ticket.
Yeah.
It's just probably not that expensive, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind it. And there's like 2 people there. There was Alan. What's his name? K2SO. Alan.
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
his last name is hard to pronounce.
Yeah, but he's there.
Turovic or something.
Yeah.
Turdic.
And I think it's Michael. I want to say Michael Carter.
Yeah.
He played Bib Fortuna.
Well, I'm just close to it, and then like last year, the first year they had it back, they offered me tickets to come and do a video, but they only let me have like 2 press passes.
That's what they usually do too.
But this year they it was weird because I didn't really honestly expect it, but they just like sent me an email, and they
Reached out to you. That's cool.
and they said if you wanted press passes again, that they enjoyed the video that I did for them, and that because they ask you like once you get it press passes, they want you to like send them or link them with the video you make.
Yeah, that's usually what I do.
Right, because they don't, they just want to make sure that you're not like bullshitting,
Yeah. Yep.
That's
Yeah, even in the little questionnaire they have on, when I submitted it online, I said you can go look at my YouTube channel and just go do a search for convention. You'll see that I've done it for San Diego Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, 2 different Galaxy Cons, ICCC in Nashville. Yeah, that's one you should go to, man. It's I mean, I don't know how far you are from Nashville. You can't be that far.
a couple hours.
Yeah,
Couple
dude.
hours.
ICCC, it's such a good con. It's all Star Wars, and the guy who puts it on, this is the 5th year. Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna blow up, dude.
I'll have to check it out then.
He got a new area. I mean, I got a great TikTok. My wife made a TikTok and me talking to Julian Glover, who plays you guys would know him from well, Julian Glover is in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He's Pycelle, Grandmaster Pycelle, the old guy who always pretends that he's really old, but then he's always like messing with the girls and stuff. And then he was the dude. He was the bad guy in Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. The guy who gets his face melted at the end by the Grail.
The German guy?
Yeah. And then he's also Admiral Piet. No, I'm sorry. No, it's not Piet. It's General Veers. General Veers in Empire Strikes Back. But yeah, I went over there. I took my dog because we take our dogs when we travel. So I took my dog over to him. I'm like talking to him for like 10 minutes. And my dog's just sitting there, like he's just petting my dog. It's so funny. It's good to talk.
We do the same. We take Rhea with us.
Oh, yeah. We take dogs everywhere.
Well, when we go out of town, like Lexington for the day, that we don't really have to take the dog, but we, our neighbors have a code to the house, and and if she needs to, they can come check on her. But she's usually good. I mean, we're not gone that long.
I've never gone to a convention before, but there was a couple of different signatures that I was going to try to get. But when is it, Adam?
Like March 24th, 25th, and 26th, I believe.
Yeah, that's that weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that weekend.
And it's
Lexington.
Where is it at again? Yeah, Lexington
Convention in Lexington, Kentucky. Yes.
See, that wouldn't be too bad. We're 45 minutes from Shreveport, Louisiana, where we live at. So we're very close to the border there. So we're far east Texas. It wouldn't be bad, actually. I mean, we have to go through Arkansas, which is that's always fun. But my family's from there, so we actually are looking at property that we might want to buy because land in Arkansas is super damn cheap. So we're thinking about just buying some land and building a container home on it or something, so we can store our stuff there when we buy a catamaran and sail away. But because we're doing that in a couple of years when our boys graduate. But but my family is historically on my grandfather's side from the Ozarks, just south of the Ozarks in Arkansas. So I'd like to own something there. There's still breweries that are there that to this day that I've never even met, but they're relatives, But anyway, super cheap land also. Like, holy crap.
Can't go wrong with cheap land.
Yeah, and it like pine trees and mountainside and in the Ozarks, it's super cheap, like an acre for $5,000 or some stupidness. But yeah, I'd like to go anyway to the convention. It would be super cool to see and do.
I mean, it's a lot of waiting in the line. It just depends what you want to see. I waited 3 hours for Rosario Dawson. But she doesn't do many cons. So,
hey, 5 hours. 5 hours for Chuck Norris, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Still, also worth it.
Exactly. Always. All right, switch the camera to me so I can show you the completed Ghost Rider.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Ghost Rider mech bike.
Look at that.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That's
hell yeah.
bigger than I would have thought.
Yeah, it is actually a little bit bigger than I thought it would be. And it's pretty detailed for what it is, and he can come off or go on, and there's a few different things. But it's pretty cool. I actually like that. Pretty cool. I don't get the orange tire, the silver one, but
I think it's supposed to be meant to be like fighter or something. Like
yeah,
that.
I know. It's just my OCD gets with me. I think it would be nice to be that, but
Well, and again, colors and Lego. only have certain number of colors, or it's hard to do colors or whatever. So
Yes, definitely.
Still got 6 people with us. We appreciate it.
Oh, yeah.
We both had it for a
You guys
minute.
are troopers.
troopers.
Yeah, well, I think we have 6 people with us, but I think that we're all in the chat too. So,
I'm not even sure if I'm still in there.
can't go that far out.
I'm not sure if I am. Am I? Hold on.
I'm not.
I might be.
That's right. Last week when I did this, I was on here for over 3 hours, and I feel like the last 45 minutes I was just talking to myself. So
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
yeah, I'm like, I'm going to finish this. I'm going to finish it. Yeah, I'm just struggling right now, man. Like I can't find the pieces I want to do. Like I'm trying to find it. I don't know, or I don't see it. I just don't see the piece I need.
I was doing that earlier. I was completely blind, and it was in my hand. I was literally holding it, and I'm looking for the piece I'm looking for.
And I just found it because it was under my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go.
I have this like 50 bazillion candle spotlight under the table here, and when I lose a piece, I have to turn that sumbitch on so I can, like, just because I have dark like hardwood floors and crap, and Lego pieces just completely disappear, and none of the lighting is great. So I got this, like, I don't know, it's like a super crazy bazillion candle LED work light that I plug it in, and it's like brighter than the sun under the table, so I can find the little tiny pieces when I drop them. Because I dropped all of them multiple times, apparently. And now apparently I'm supposed to have a rubber band, and that's not happening.
Is that Lego, Dan?
Yeah, that's a Mech Strike Wolverine.
Did you just do that?
What?
Did you just?
No,
make
I
them, or
had
you-
it.
Oh, you had
No,
it.
I had
Yeah,
it.
that's the extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sick one too.
I hope they do more X-Men ones.
Hold on.
He's like Freddy Krueger style over here with these freaking claws.
Dude, those things are
The
long,
claw-
dude. I'm like, that's how
The
little-
claws are nuts. I can't
That's
with the
just-
claws. I mean, yeah, why not? But damn.
I know. It's,
He's I mean, like size queen Wolverine or something. What's going on? Oh, okay. Rubber bands are in
Have
the
you
box.
guys
All
seen
right.
these before?
Oh, is that the
No.
Mask series? Oh,
No,
no. What is that?
Bricks.
Uh,
Sketches. Sketches. What
Yeah,
the
and
heck
it's a
is that?
pretty
little
cool,
it's a picture. Yeah, they were on clearance at the Lego store. Mike got the there's a Spider-Man one, and then see it's like a picture.
but it's all like,
Oh,
Yeah, it's
like
cool.
that you
It's made
actually
of
hang on the
Lego.
wall?
This little box is like 200 pieces.
Oh.
well, get building.
Oh, it's 12:37 at night. I've been up since 6. I have to do a we're setting up a new office in Vietnam, and
Yeah,
Monday morning
Damn.
there's 3 graphic designers starting, and I have to set up the laptops for them when they get to work in the morning. So that's 9:00 at night tonight, tomorrow night. Well, tonight because it is Sunday. So
Yeah.
that means I have to figure out what video I'm releasing on Monday, get that done, and then work until probably 11 or 12 at night, and I have to be at work at 8 on Monday.
So you're giving me flashbacks. So when I first met my husband, my boyfriend at the time, he was a project manager and did installations for a company called Pixis, and they do like hospital machines and stuff. And so his whole job was to install these hospital machines and
Yeah.
manage these projects for like the crap. So like the doctor or nurse would go and log in, and they get either supplies or drugs out of a machine.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
And-
I'm very familiar with those machines.
Okay, so he was a project manager, and so he did like Grady Hospital in Atlanta, and right towards the end before we moved to Vegas, this is years and years and years ago, he did this project where they branched out and they started working with the Air Force and Lockheed. So like he, instead of like doing medical equipment, he was doing the same kind of machines, but it was for like aerospace stuff. And he went from like normal 9 to 5 kind of project manager job to aerospace, which was crazy, just all hours, up all the time.
Yeah.
And they were in California, we were in Atlanta, so it was like, yeah. So, yeah, but yeah, he did stuff like that. That
Pretty cool.
was
Yeah,
super cool, and he enjoyed it a lot, and it was a great experience, and helped him get his job at Allegiant. But yeah, crazy hours and stuff. Just weird.
When we set up
schedule.
new offices and stuff, I'll have to do that, because I'll like
Yeah,
buy the equipment, like the routers and firewalls and all the equipment, and then I'll configure the network here, make a Visio of the network, tech notes of it, send it to Malaysia. Then the people who hook the internet up will put it on the rack and follow my color-coded thing. Then I'll hop on and configure it. But this one is like, there's 3 different designers that do 3D renderings of furniture for us. And they're going to work in Vietnam. So I configured the laptops and sent them to them. But we use like a bunch of different MFA stuff to log into computers and for security. And I have to get them through all that and teach them how to use what they need to know and all that good stuff. Fun times. How you doing, Ryan? Did you getting close? Yes, sir.
Nice.
That's a cool one.
It is. It's really intricate and really cool, and it just comes together instantly. Like what I've got to pretty much do is put wheels on. It's pretty much almost done.
Was it a dump truck?
Yeah, but it's also a 2-in-1. So
Okay.
it does that, and then it does that.
Oh, so you make it either way.
Hmm.
So the same pieces, or is it different pieces?
Yeah, no, the same pieces go to 2-in-1, but you only get the instructions for the dump truck. If you want to get the instructions for that, you've got to go on the internet.
Oh.
But it's the same pieces.
Ah.
God, I love the Lego. Thank you. Thanks, Lego.
Hey, Hojo.
You guys all been watching The Last of Us?
I only watched the first one so far.
I
like
tried really, really hard because Pedro Pascal, and oh my god! But oh man, yes, I did like it. I just couldn't get through episode 2 without falling asleep 3 times. But
Really?
yeah,
Watch episode 3 and you'll wake right back up.
okay. Well, somebody told me about all the gay shit, so okay, fine.
Yeah, I was like,
Fine.
I'm going to skip over the Ron Swanson. No, but Robbie, I don't have a problem with it, but I don't necessarily want to be like watching it.
Well, storylines
Like, I don't
are
mind-
for
I don't
different
mind,
people.
like,
Yeah, I get it.
A little kiss in public or something like that. But from what my friend Brad explained to me went on in that episode, and Ron Swanson being that dude, I don't know.
I don't think it's that
I
bad.
don't know if I could-
I don't think it's that bad either. It's not like that.
What, they go full
I got-
blown Brokeback Mountain?
No.
No, it wasn't Brokeback Mountain. It cut to the point, but it left your imagination knowing that it was Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
I thought
Okay.
it was great.
It cut.
I
It
like
cut at the
it,
point
yeah.
where lips touch or
Leave
anything
it to
like
the
that. It cuts.
imagination. You don't need all the. I mean, even Brokeback Mountain went a little far. So you know.
Well, my
But-
problem is that I really enjoyed the show, but I'm one of those people who really likes binging shows. So I'm more
Mhm.
tempted to like wait until the show's completely over and then just sit down, wake up Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, get me some breakfast, and watch the show, and then
Yes.
get off the
And
couch.
exactly the same way.
Yeah.
Like, give me something that I can watch for like 2 days straight or 3 days straight, whatever
Right.
it is. I'll watch it first to end, and yes, the whole like even the streaming services trying to bring back episodic television is driving me batshit crazy.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hate
way
it.
over that. I just wait.
Yep, me too.
That's
Just
the way
wait.
it should be. I'm gonna wait, and The Last of Us I'm planning on watching, but I'm probably gonna wait until there's more episodes than there is. I mean, I know they already renewed it for season 2, which I never thought would be a doubt anyway.
Yeah.
Because the first thing a TV show has to show me is like why it needs to exist and why I need to watch it, and I think that the first episode did enough of that for me to want to watch it. So, plus, I like the games.
Well, yeah, and that I think that was probably the problem with me is that I'm not a gamer, and I never played the games and stuff, so I was coming into it blind. But it was Pedro Pascal and zombies and apocalypse, which I am down for all of that. So I'm like, okay, cool. So whatever, I love Resident Evil. I'm like, well, I never played that game either, so whatever. That's awesome. One of my favorite franchises ever. So I'll watch it. It'd be cool. And it was good. I didn't mind it, but I'm just like, what the hell? Because I was lost for some of it, and then just Snorefest for a while there. And I'm sure it gets better, and I definitely want to watch it. But I agree. I'm just going to binge it.
Yeah, I've ever since, binging became a thing. And I was always that kind of person anyway. I'd save them on the DVR or download them from these shady sites back in the day. And
He was one of the original Pirate Bears.
you'd always do that, but I just like watching them all at once.
I did torrents like, I don't know, 15 years ago or some craziness. Yes.
Oh yeah, no. Well, now it's too easy to watch whatever you want, and most of the time you have a subscription to it. You feel more obligated to watch it on your subscription because you're paying for that.
That's a good point.
That's how
Like
I
the
feel
last,
about Marvel movies.
yeah. You'll wait.
I don't go out to theaters. Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
I'm not a fan of theaters either, quick draw, but like just only because I'm a crazy introvert and I fucking hate people. Unless it's on the internet. If it's on the internet, I'm fine. I'll talk and be friendly and, whatever. But people suck. So I don't generally, I hate people. They're assholes. I don't like to go out and like actually see and interact with people. So, like, I can't. No. It just... People suck. But, anyway.
What's up, Hojo?
Hey, Hojo.
Bro, you
Yeah, get some Legos, man.
Legos, bro. We'll have that on the next stream.
Totally. And I might actually finish this one. This is my second stream on this
I'm done.
build. But
Done.
there it is.
Let's see it
So
down.
Built two.
There's a twisty thing here. You twist this, and they don't jump over.
Look at that.
Oh,
And
nice.
then you can twist the head, and the trick wheels move.
Like you got Connect almost, which is super cool.
Now you can put your Boba Fett figure in there.
That's right. It'll probably fit right in.
So 5 points if anybody got Boba Fett breaking down on a transport ship tonight.
Hey, but if you hit that other button, you could launch that motherfucker out of there. Just
Yeah, so
eat it
what
right
I'm
out
going to
of there.
do is I'm going to post a picture on Instagram of the dragon box with loads of Lego on the floor. And the van has
how
crashed
you
into the
got Boba
box.
Fett in there?
Just eat
I don't know.
it. Just right out. Just do it. Boop, and aim for the dragon. See if you can hit it.
Is he not in right?
I
No,
don't know.
he is
No,
not.
Is he backwards?
Yeah.
What the hell is that?
He goes in like that, Yogi.
Yeah. Gotta rotate it.
Thank you.
No, the head goes the other way.
Does his legs
Yeah, I
go
can see.
straight when he
If
goes in?
not, it would be the same.
Dagger also will come out.
Yeah.
The same as that.
Nah, he sits right in there.
That was it.
Yeah, he turns his legs.
Yeah,
There you go. Got a sniper coming out the window, like.
Nice.
So the windshield doesn't close when Boba's in there.
Yeah, it does. It's closed. It's closed. It's just his gun comes out the side.
Yeah.
Oh, I could.
Well, it does. It opens.
So if you took the gun out, it'd be good.
Well, you just point the gun to the side and it goes in.
Oh, I
it's-
see what you
it's
did.
shut.
Yeah, okay.
So he's ready to snipe.
That gun is as big as Boba.
Yeah, and then obviously it got picked up. It got picked up on the transport. So
Right. Yeah. Technically, the right side up of Slave 1 is you've got it horizontal, which is not. It's.
So
supposed
I
to be the
built
other
2
way.
Legos tonight, guys. What have you been doing? Just talking about movies?
I've been building. Mine is more complicated. I haven't gotten to bag 3 yet. I'm still on bag 2.
He's still over there landscaping.
It's got moving parts and shit.
So is this 4 wheels?
Mm-hmm.
Found my other Iron Man Ghost Rider minifig
Oh, nice.
from the Spider-Man set. You know, that came with the little car. That had like.
Oh, you got a Carnage.
Yeah, the Carnage, and then that one, and then regular Spidey. They're pretty cool.
No,
Somewhere,
I
don't
think
know.
that earlier Ghost Rider figure that you've got, like the Nicolas Cage version, is way cooler.
Yeah, I know. I like the silver. This one, and they're both the same where the hair is glued on.
Really?
Yeah, the hair's glued on.
Oh, that's cool.
It's not a removable thing. There's not a second face or anything.
Like it's glued iron, like that's the way it came.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I don't glue.
I was gonna say, I was like,
There we go. That's better.
there you go. It's got a badass face though.
It is badass.
See, and they're both kind of glued on.
Okay, so I'm gonna save my next set for the next Lego meetup.
Yeah, I'm gonna save mine for that too.
I'm saving because apparently it takes me an ass time longer than it y'all. So I'll save bag number 3 for next time.
No, I just watched Willow, so I bought small sets.
Wait, you bought Willow Legos?
No, I watched Willow,
No,
so I
you
just bought
watched
small
Willow.
sets.
Oh, you're
I can't.
Yes, we are.
You know,
I think everyone's done except for me though. I think you guys all finished, right?
And you've been building that same thing for 3 weeks.
Dude, 4 months.
4 months.
Dude, look at my
Yeah.
piece I have. It's
He's
ridiculous.
building a fucking Imperial. Yeah. And
I have one.
Yeah.
I have one side of it done. I'm now.
But
I
Robbie,
mean,
They made
he
it at the end
spent
of
more
the.
time building that than they spent on the fucking second Death Star.
Right? I have one.
Like-
I have the one side done. This is like the second side.
Yeah.
It's a lot of building,
So-
man. I'm expecting this Sanctum gonna take a long time to build.
Well, yeah, that was and I mean the battle cruiser is understandable as well. I mean,
those
it has
things are
some pieces, and it's crazy cool. So
They're big. They have a lot of pieces, and a lot of the pieces are similar colors.
yeah. Well, you know, I mean, it's all gray, all of it.
Quick, how easy is the Dark Trooper attack?
Do it now.
It's pretty simple. It's simple.
Yeah, that's it's. I mean, mine's
It's got
probably
moving
level
parts
2.
underneath
That's
though, hasn't
definitely
it?
level 1.
It's got moving parts underneath.
Yeah, the only really moving part is this little lever here that makes it go back and forth like
Oh, okay.
that. And of course the
And the elevator for Luke, yeah.
yeah.
But yeah,
Cool.
I kind of feel like I tried to watch Willow. I tried to watch Last of Us. I've tried to watch all this crap. And my problem is like TV nowadays, I feel like Mandalorian has just destroyed television for me. It's really sad.
Right.
Like I saw
Right, 'cause it's so
Mandalorian
good?
and it was like, yeah, like I mean, you can look at my little thingy right there on my little picture there. What I put, Mandalorian.
It's
is
wrong,
fastest
but
on the universe.
I'll agree with your
Again,
statement.
Whatever. Personal opinion. IMHO. But TV is dumb. Like okay. So I went back and I watched the very first season of David Tennant as Doctor Who in the second season of the reboot. So this is back in 2006, and I watched this. And I was like, this is dumb. And it was dumb, not because Doctor Who's bad and I'm not a Whovian, because I'm a Whovian as well. But it was totally different because now I've seen The Mandalorian and it changed my life completely. Like, holy crap. So TV is destroyed for me because of The Mandalorian. It's awful. All of
What's Game of Thrones? You seen Game of Thrones?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I've seen Game of
And you
Thrones. Yes.
You don't, and you still, you see Game of Thrones, and yet you still choose to say that statement. That's crazy. And that's a pure. I see them as two different caliber shows completely.
Well,
Game
they're
of
two
Thrones.
different calibers, but they're also two completely different
Yeah.
styles of shows.
Yeah, I will hold
Yeah.
Mandalorian higher than Game of Thrones myself.
Yeah, me too. I mean, just because of that's what I enjoy.
Maybe I
as
just can't. I can't argue
entertainment.
this point. I think because I'm just too passionate about it. You know.
I might
Yeah.
start Mandalorian. Top 5 shows of all time. And I love Mandalorian. Don't get me wrong. But for me, it's Game of Thrones, hands down. Second for me is probably Breaking Bad. Third is probably Dexter. Fourth is probably Twin Peaks. And then right there is probably like where Mandel sits for me.
Where's
No, I get
Westworld
it.
in that top 5?
I don't know. Westworld, how with Westworld is inconsistent with what they were trying to do. I love the first season; it's so good. I love the third season, but season 2 and season 4.
That's the good one.
Yeah,
The original movie.
Westworld got picked
There
up.
you go. Yep,
the original movie is good,
Yes.
but I do like the show too. It's very. It's the only show that makes me think hard. Like I get confused when I
love
watch
the
it.
show too, but it's not the same as the movie. The first season was like loosely based on the premise for the movie, but
Very loosely. Very loosely.
But here's the thing,
Snowpiercer
right?
is also going up there for me.
So, like, even though I'm not the biggest Star Wars
Someone
guy, I
else
do love the
yesterday was
Mandalorian and all those shows.
Yeah,
But-
so boring.
How many, like,
I watched
would
it without
recommend-
being even in it.
I would recommend to people who don't watch shows like Game of Thrones, I would say, man, you should really try that show out. It's a pretty good show. You'll probably like it. But to people who don't watch Star Wars, I wouldn't recommend The Mandalorian.
Because you need to know something about it.
Right. Like, my daughter never watched any Star Wars stuff until The Mandalorian, and then went back, and now she's like the leading most expert on Star Wars other than Dan.
Right. Well, and that's the one thing that I was going to say about your statement, and that is I agree with you in principle, 100%. But
Right.
The
It's what you like
Mandalorian was more of a Western kind of novel story than a Star Wars story. It was more of a spaghetti Western than it was like Star Wars. Which
You can definitely watch season 1 of Mandalorian and know what's going on.
Yeah.
The problem with Mandalorian is that what they did is with Ahsoka and then with eventually with Luke, if you don't know those characters, you have no clue what's going on.
Right.
And Loki, you wouldn't even know. You didn't really know who Ahsoka was. Probably. When you
I still have no idea who Ahsoka is. I'm yet to find out when I watch the show. I don't know how she connects.
well, you have to go back to Clone Wars mostly. But
Again, I've not seen that yet.
yeah, and which is fine. I mean, even if you just watched like the first season of Clone Wars, you'd get a good idea. But
one of these days, I'm going to do the video on what to watch for Clone Wars. I'm just kind of waiting. Like, I think I'll get more views on it if I wait closer to Ahsoka comes out. I just got to beat Star Wars 3 to this, because I'm sure he'll.
I mean, I have actually not watched all of Clone Wars, and I'm crazy excited for Ahsoka. I think it's going to be super cool.
You watched season 7 though, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah, Star Wars.
But the
last 4.
I mean, the choice and what they did with Ahsoka in The Mandalorian, I don't think that they could have done better. I mean, they just did a really, really good job.
I agree.
Ahsoka.
I think Rosario hit it out of the park.
Katie Sackhoff did awesome and everything, but Rosario, holy shit. She was Ahsoka. Like, she became Ahsoka, period.
Yep.
Like, to the detriment of any other actress who ever tries to do it again. I don't think they'll be able to.
So as a fan who doesn't have much knowledge, when you talk about the Mandalorian, are they gearing for Grogu to be the Mandalorian, or is it going to be Din Djarin? Because I'm watching it under the umbrella that it's Din Djarin that's the Mandalorian.
Din Djarin is the Mandalorian, but I think that Grogu could easily become the Mandalorian at some point, for sure. Yes. Could it be about Grogu? Like, at the end of the day, could have all been about Grogu? Sure.
That's what the whole story was with Boba, wasn't it? Where he chose to go with the Mando instead of Luke.
It's going to take a while for them to get there. Like, longer than just next season, even. So, maybe. But
another question I want to throw at you as a mega fan: do you think we'll hear him speak?
Grogu?
Yeah.
I believe so. I think it's kind of cool, kind of the way they did it with just child psychology and where he's at and everything in kind of development and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's very close in just the storyline or whatever in to that point where he's gonna talk. But just because if you look at what's kind of normal and everything, but
caveat to that question:
like
will he speak like Yoda? Well, that was my caveat. Will he speak like Yoda?
I knew that was your next question, and hell no, they're not going to do that.
I don't think they have to, because Yaddle doesn't speak like that.
Right, exactly.
Guys, I am going to cut out.
Yeah, it delved into Star Trek again.
You're going to end up having a sleeping, snoring, beer, popping a chair over here. It's 1 a.m. I've got so much to do tomorrow. So
I am bushy-tailed and wide-eyed, and it's 6 a.m.
I'm sleeping, man. I'm like, it's 1 a.m. I've been up since 7 a.m. I'm like,
good.
But I speak for myself and Headless. Like, thanks for coming up. We appreciate it.
Always.
I like
if you guys now to know, just ask.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
I like the Lego thing with somebody else hosting and you kind of coming in and doing a collab kind of a thing. It's super cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's lots of fun, guys. I had a lot of fun building. We'll have to do it again.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Maybe next time Ryan will host.
Yeah, hell yeah.
We'll go around in a circle.
The Lego circle.
Yes, there you go. We'll build something else next time, and Terry can finish building his Legos.
I'm getting there.
We'll be doing lives for the rest of 2023 building Lego.
We'll get a new Star Wars trilogy before
Every
he finishes
time
it.
he'll be building that thing. How many
I don't know.
months now?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I love you. So Adam, you gotta stop charging me so much for duck race stickers. I mean, I'm dying on the duck race. I can't win a duck race to save my fucking life.
Well,
oh my god!
next week I don't know what we're gonna do, but I don't know how many duck races. We're gonna do a lot of Marvel stuff next week.
Okay.
Going
I
back
mean,
over my friend
this
Chris's
week
house.
because you had some of the stuff that, like, I mean, you know, I'm a Star Wars collector. I don't know if you knew that, but I mean, that's pretty much the only thing I collect is Star Wars Funko. So the fact that you had those two and I was able to pick them up, I was like, God damn it! If I spend an ass ton of money on freaking duck race stickers, I'm getting some Funkos to come with them. So at least I wanted to get some pops. I didn't care what they were. I love the Chewbacca, and I don't have the Chewbacca either. So I was super excited to get those.
Well, I mean, it was like
and that was kind of my point. But
I asked people if I have to go live on Drip, if I'm going live on Drip Friday, what things do you want me to do? And a lot of people like those games. And then Drip, my account manager lady, she encourages me to do that because people like that. So I don't necessarily know how much I like it, but people seem to. But I think I'm only going to do like 2.
Yeah.
Each time I do an auction, I'll only do 1 or 2. And I try to do one that's because, you know, the duck races I do aren't like $20 a spot, 10 spots for a $50 pop. It's like $150 pop, $15.
No, you're only getting your PPG, period.
Right. And that's all
you think. And that's it.
Because for some reason, people would rather pay $15 a slot for a chance to win a $150 pop than buy a $150 pop. And that's fine. And I've done duck racing too, and it's fun. But we're gonna do next week though, Robbie. It's that one I did that we broke Drip again, and I couldn't come back on, and that was with my buddy Chris. And we're doing another one, and we're gonna dress up like characters from the Ant-Man movie because that's
that's cool.
And we're
the newest one.
Yeah, we're gonna do
cool
auctions. That'll be fun.
All right.
But
cool. Well, I'll be there and super excited. So I just I wanted to give you hell for charging me so much for stickers recently.
Well, guys, I'm getting out of here. You have a wonderful night. I will talk to y'all soon. All right.
Thanks again.
Good night.
Peace out.
All right, it's later.
Everybody, if you're not obviously subscribed to Adam, then go over there and subscribe. I'm sure everybody is, but maybe you're not if you're coming. Maybe if you know, because Headless has a different audience, so you know he's got dog lovers and Star Wars fans.
Dog lovers? What kind of dog?
Dog lovers.
Ones that you have to put on the wall at night to charge because all they do all day is shake.
Wow.
So you have to put it on the wall at night to charge because all little dogs do all day is just shake. You have to charge them up.
Not my puppies.
All right. Hold on, I'll be right back. Wait here.
I've seen your dog.
You think my dog shakes?
No, it's just a little. A dog to me is a dog that's like a proper dog, you know, like a German Shepherd or a Greyhound or something like that. And then you get these little tiny things that would cower in the.
Like, you sir have a cat.
My dog is barking at those bigger dogs all the time.
Yeah, but it's not really going to do anything. It's just going to bark and make itself known. If the other one comes at it, it's going to run straight to Daddy's lap. Help me, Daddy.
I'll help.
But then I turn up with a massive 6-foot ghost-looking husky, and you're like, "Oh, that's a real dog."
Yeah, huskies are kind of cool though.
These are real dogs.
Where's the USB port?
See, there you go. You got 2 real dogs in the picture right now.
That's,
I know.
Chewy right there, and that's Prince.
It's Prince. What kind of dog is Prince? Chihuahua.
They're both they're both Chihuahuas. Yeah, so they're both like not purebred, though. Both were kind of sort of purported to be, supposedly, but they're not, obviously. But he's a little long, so we think he's got some, like maybe he's a Chewini, and then Chewy is maybe some terrier in there, Jack Russell, whatever.
Terrier, yeah.
Yeah. So he's got some terrier and he's got some Chewini because he's crazy long.
Does Prince go?
He's got that tongue going.
He's got the tongue going because he's got the small dog syndrome with the bad teeth. So a lot of small dogs have just bad like genes for teeth, like for hanging on to them or whatever, and his just have fallen out, and so his tongue just has no fence to keep it in the yard, so it just kind of all right, you can go away.
How old are those guys?
So Prince is 8 or 9, and then Chewy is a little bit older, and this one is our newest one. This is Fluffy, and Fluffy just found us. He is like Shih Tzu, Emperor Shih Tzu, tricolor, very pretty, soft hair, blah blah blah. Might even be purebred, but was super skinny, and he just showed up in our backyard one day, and then kept showing up, and then finally after a couple of weeks he started getting like skinnier and skinnier. We could feel his spine back here, and this was not really well. I finally kind of enticed him with a little piece of lunch meat, and he came in the house, and that was the end of that.
He said, "You're my friend now."
Yeah. So once he came in and he found out we had lunch meat, and like that lunch meat was a thing.
Lunch meat was a thing.
Yeah, and that humans had things like lunch meat. Then he decided we were good, and yeah. So for a couple of weeks he would come and like interact with the dogs a little bit, but then as soon as I would walk out the back door, he would like skitter off and go under the fence because he was so skinny and tiny that he could actually fit under our like wooden privacy fence in the backyard. And I've had to fix all of that because now we've taken him in, and this was after, I don't know, 3 weeks of him just showing up in the backyard, and then finally he came in, and so I looked all over like Nextdoor and all the apps to see, and he was obviously not being taken care of, and so I gave him a bath, and he's gained a lot of weight, and he is the sweetest little thing. But yeah, so he's our little like rescue dog that adopted us instead of us adopting him. So
very cool.
Yeah. But he's doing really well, gaining a lot of weight. It's only been a couple of weeks, and he's already can't feel his like ribs and stuff like you used to. So super sweet.
Yeah, a lot of people out there do not.
Yeah, it's a big thing in Texas where they just like drop off their dogs and from out of their car, and just they're out then on the streets and shit. They abandon. So it's a bad thing. Like I thought it was a thing, and they told me it's a really bad thing in Tyler, especially we're kind of in the middle of town, and they kind of tend to bring them to this area, but to abandon them or whatever. But it's a problem all over Texas.
Yeah.
But anyway, I will let y'all go. Thank you so much for having me, and
yeah, man. Appreciate it.
doing my thing, and I'm looking forward to Monday and talking about Return of the Jedi, and hopefully I won't bore everybody with my shenanigans, and hopefully I won't sound too much like Mr. Garrison. I think it was Mr. Crispus or Mr. Crispers or Umpty or somebody. I don't know who it was. And I can't get Mr. Crispers to tell me who it was, but somebody says I sound exactly like Mr. Garrison.
Now that you mention it, you kind of do. Can you say hey? Can you say hey, Mr. Hat?
Eric, what did you say?
Yeah. A little bit. I'll be honest, a little bit.
Mr. Hat. Yeah, I get it.
Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me turn it up for you. Screw you, Mr. Garrison. Yeah.
Appreciate
Thank you
you
for calling shit. Take an order, please.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming and playing some Lego. Late night Lego.
Yeah. So I still have bag number 3. I haven't even broke the seal on this bad bitch. So it's the last of it. So I got a lot more done. So that's looking cool. So I'll have number 3, bag number 3 for next time.
There you go.
Awesome.
Cool, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me. We'll see you on Monday. Quick draw. Nice to meet you and see you and everything. Been chatting in chat for quite a while, and it's good to kind of put a face with a name.
Yeah, I don't do much videos anymore.
Yeah. So, all good. Anyway, I'll let y'all go. I'm logging out. Good night. Thanks for having me again.
See you later.
All right, man. Thanks. Have a good one.
See you later.
Yeah, I'll see you on
See
Monday.
you later.
Yep. See you then.
And number 3.
Yeah, I guess it's my turn to say my goodbyes.
Yeah, dude. You've been done with your guy for a while. Appreciate hanging out. It's a long time, I know.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. I know it's nothing like what Milky eats. Like, oh, it's 6 in the morning here.
Yeah, but I've been training for this shit for 2 years. I've been training my body to do this for 2 years, so you're good. I'll get to America and I'll be like, y'all can just do what you want. I'm going to sleep. Ryan, did you have a good American holiday? No, I woke up 3 days before I had to go home.
Oh boy. Oh, I just saw Hojo's comment. To be fair, I'm easily enticed by lunch meat. All right, dude. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yep.
It was.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me. We'll
Over
have to
3
do it
hours.
again some other time.
That's right.
Yeah, well, I'm sure the panelists that have been on will always have open seats for Lego night. So
Yep.
Lego is always fun.
Yeah, I just wish I could go faster, but there's so many small pieces here. It's ridiculous. But I knew that this one. I knew when I saw there's a couple bags. I'm like, they're all small though. Like every piece is small.
It's you tripped me out anyway because at 2 points in the night I thought that the person there wasn't showing their face and I wasn't sure who it was.
It's just my hands.
And then I realised it was your second camera. I thought it was another 2 points in the night. I thought it was someone else. I was like, who is that?
Reveal yourself.
And I haven't even had anything to drink.
All right, fellas. I guess Monday you doing Return of the Jedi, was it?
Yeah, we're doing Return of the Jedi on Monday night.
Yeah, tomorrow's Empire and then Return.
Empire Strikes Back on Headless and then Return of the Jedi on Monday. 6 p.m. Central,
Right.
Sunday, Monday.
Well, I'll check you guys later. I'll be in the chat.
No worries. We appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, nice meeting you, man.
All right, this is awkward. Go on.
Here, I'll help you out.
my computer won't let.
There you go. Oh, dear And then there were two.
The original, the OG2.
OG2. Are you going to leave me? Do I need to finish this? I feel like I need to finish it.
How long do you genuinely think? Give me an honest answer, not a thing that's going to make me think, oh, well, I can stay for 15 minutes when you're really going to be 45.
No, I'm on step 984. Dude, I don't have that many pages left.
How many?
There's not that many pages left. Like, I'm looking. Like, it's literally like two and a half pages. That's it.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
15 minutes?
Go for it.
I gotta focus. It is hard though, like talking and then like having to pull up. I want to pull up comments. You know, it's like I kept having this cloud. Like right now, I'm trying to remember where I even was.
That's why we're a duo. Even though you're hosting, I've always got your back with stuff like that, comments and stuff. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice thing about being able to like, you know, share that thing. Like right now, I'm looking and I'm trying to figure out. See, okay, never mind, I got it.
So everybody that's watching in the chat, what was your favorite Lego that was built tonight? I'm biased, and I'm going to say that I actually enjoyed building the dump truck more than anything else.
The dump truck was cool.
The dump truck came together really, really easy and really, really well, and it was satisfying. Like you put the wheels on, and it was done. So yeah, let us know in the chat, guys, what your favorite one was. Because there's still like 6 of you watching, so and I'm not one of them.
Yeah, mine turned off, so I know I'm at one. So there's got to be 6 people in there.
Yeah, man. They all want to see you finish this.
Yeah, I'm trying. I do.
So I'm heavy-handed. Every time I was pushing pieces together, I was breaking other pieces.
Yeah, that happens. You get used to it, though. Honestly. So, dude, like right now. Okay, never mind. I got it. I'm just trying to be careful. I don't want to skip a step and have to take it apart. That's like the worst.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, like I just missed this piece.
Hey, Simon. How you doing, buddy?
What's up, Simon? How you doing, man? He's like, I'm a lurker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying.
He's got the kids this weekend, so he's probably not a chance to type.
Yeah, see, I put one piece down because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, well, I've got 18 hours to watch 2 Star Wars movies. Well, technically one, but I'd like to get both of them done, so I don't have to watch one on Monday.
Yeah, I'll knock them both out tomorrow.
Yeah. Hey, Kitty. How you doing?
Hey, Kitty. How are you? I'm the slowest one. I'm trying to finish it. If you get this done, I'm trying. I'm telling you, I had like 400. I had like over 400 pieces left. That's
Wow.
Yeah. I knew it would take me some time to do it.
I had no idea how many pieces they were.
Yeah, dude, this whole thing is like 6,400. So,
Jesus.
yeah.
Yeah, Kitty, I hear you. Kind of tired, but can't sleep. Yep.
So we're doing. So next weekend, are we doing Among Us? We gonna try that? Are you good for that?
If you want, yeah. Well, next Saturday?
Before the Super Bowl might be a good day to do it, just to kind of chill. And I don't know, people might be out on Sunday. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a good weekend to do it though. I got no plans. I figured, it might be the best weekend to do it.
Yeah, man. Try and be a bit earlier than tonight, though.
Oh God, yes, dude. Yeah, 10 o'clock was late. Probably started what? Shit, dude, I could probably start at 7.
Yeah. Okay.
What time? See, what time is Johnny on? I don't want to go in his spot.
Is he on next week?
Doesn't he usually go 6 to 8? Maybe
I'm not sure, but is he on next week? I don't know.
I don't know. I know I'm on a show on March 4th.
Yeah, man. Nice.
Yeah. If we scheduled that, like 3 months ago. Yeah, I mean we could probably do. I'll just set it for 8.
Yeah, 6 to 8 with
Yeah, there
Chase's
you go.
Kingdom.
That's right. Yeah, Simon wouldn't know. She's the Chase. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just
Thanks for letting us know, Simon.
I'll schedule mine for 8 o'clock then. Do some Among Us, see how it works. Dude, so I got that Kahoot done, right? I literally made that entire Kahoot. I only had to look up 3 questions. Like that, I just went through all my memory. The only time I had to look up 2 questions for Rise, because I was just stuck at 5, and then I looked up 1 question for Solo, because I only needed a 5 for that one, but I was struggling with that one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice! You're hosting. That's cool.
Okay, that's going to be cool, Simon. That'll be a cool live.
Do you have your? You didn't drop those videos yet, did you?
No. I will. I'm always late. You know that.
Got your dragon here too. I'm gonna ship this out probably Monday.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I seen
In the video.
who was it? BK Phipps. No, I seen your video and I seen BK Phipps. Do you know what? Your video is amazing because it goes, "I got some dragons." I fucking love that line. I literally clipped it. I've got it on my phone. You never know when I'll use it.
I got some dragons.
Like, I think it's already in my StreamYard.
Did you watch my stupid Chewbacca video today? My short.
Yeah, did you not see my comment?
That's right.
I'm concerned about you.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I was like, what is this guy doing? Like, what?
I'm like laying on the floor with my phone like against my like chin, as I'm like trying to like do it, and then I'm trying not to. It was hard, dude. Like
You not got a tripod?
my fingers in it. It was impossible. Like there's no way not to do it a little bit.
Have you not got a tripod?
Yeah, but I don't know. I had to bring it in here, and it seems like a lot.
Right.
It's just, I have it all set for my PlayStation. I use the tripod for that.
Yeah. No, I saw your fingers in it, and I was laughing. I was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't have dealt with that."
And I'm like, and then I did edit a little bit of it out, but like,
I would have painted my thumbs brown or something, so it's stuck in with the body of Chewie.
Because there's no way to like, I was trying to use the lightsaber, and then I was trying to, I don't know. My wife kept saying that this changes colors, but I was doing everything I knew how to do. I couldn't. I was like doing like little codes and like holding it in. I couldn't change it to green, but whatever.
Yeah, they're cool. I want to get a set of them.
What'd you say?
I want to get a set of those. I want to get an actual saber too.
Let's see. This one. I'm getting there.
Kitty says that she wanted to pop in and give a thumbs up. She is going to try and get some sleep. Have a good night. You too, Kitty. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, thank you.
The Simon saying good night, Kitty. And Hojo saying the same. Rest well, Kitty. So yeah, I was looking up jokes on Google. So what does a heartbroken Lego person say?
Wait, what was it again?
What does a heartbroken Lego person say?
Heartbroken?
Yeah.
Heartbroken Lego person?
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea.
I'm falling to pieces.
Falling pieces.
What does Lego Elsa sing?
Lego Elsa. Not Frozen, obviously. Or no, wait. Oh, let it go, right? So let go.
Lego. Lego.
All right,
Knock
so
knock.
go ahead.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Lego.
Lego who?
Lego with a handle and let me in.
Lego what?
Lego with a handle and let me in.
I thought you were going to say Lego my ego. So I cheated and I looked ahead. So a lot of, like, I'm almost done with the actual ship. A lot of the other stuff I have here, these little pieces, all the white pieces, you actually get a little mini Entity 4. So that's what all these little pieces are for, because you make a little tiny one like that. But the actual ship is just about done. I think I have 2 steps left, and that's it. So
Okay.
maybe I'll leave the little ship. I'll leave it for that for tomorrow, and I'll put that in my Instagram post. Like, at least show what the ship looks like.
I'm literally going to just pull us down from the stream a second to show everybody the background, and they can kind of see what you're building, because that's the same thing, right?
Oh yeah. Pull us down for
Yeah,
that.
I'll pull us back. We'll be back in 1 second, guys. Yeah, so that's what he's building. He's building the Star Destroyer, Death Star thing, whatever it's called.
This one's here. Yeah, I literally have 2 steps left. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
They're all small pieces.
Yeah, we'll have to get another Lego Live planned and booked.
Yeah, this was fun. Something different.
Dad joke 125. What is the difference between Iron Man and Aluminum Man? Iron Man stops criminals, Aluminum Man only foils their plans.
Now you know it's getting late when we're telling jokes.
Mm-hmm. Well, I've had 20 Lego jokes tab open for like 3 hours.
This good. Dude, I'm so confused on how this actually hooks in. I'm not sure what I'm even looking at. So maybe I think we'll do this actually.
You haven't got much left.
Yeah, there we go. I mean, dude, I think that's it. I think the rest of this is just. Unless I skip something. That's what I always get worried about. Like when I see all these great pieces left.
Yeah, but you always get extras, don't you?
I mean, I think.
I got extras in every one of the ones I did tonight.
I'm gonna just do a quick browse on the left part and
Yeah, man.
raise. So okay, so this is being used. This is being used. This is going to be used. Like this piece right here. Like I'm shocked that this was not used, or I missed something.
Well, it's attached, so it looks fine.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's possible they gave me an extra one of those though, because it is a weird looking. It is kind of a weird piece.
Did you get a lot of them?
I think there was 5, which is it's a weird number for that piece, so maybe that's why. Like I know all the white pieces and the red pieces that are left. I know that's going to be the other ship. Yeah, it's like I have these two. I have this. I have these. I have this. These are for sure. That real quick. This goes with it. This goes with it. These go with it. Yeah, these were these little gray pieces right here. There's a lot. It's usually that's a lot more than usually I would have left over.
Mm-hmm. So how many likes have we got on the stream today then, guys? How many people we got in the chat? We've got 4, so let's go see how many we got. We got 27 likes. Nice.
I seriously feel like I forgot to do something. That's that. I just have a lot of pieces left over, and I usually won't have that many. Not really sure what I mean. There's definitely something missing here. This piece right. I bet you this goes here.
You guys hear about that China spy balloon? No.
Yeah, they shot it. I guess they shot it on the air over the Atlantic. They said.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't. I think they said was that they were just recording. I don't know what they were recording. They were recording something.
So I know Simon's down to do some Lego sometime. I know he was talking to me. He said he had some unopened sets. So yeah, he's definitely one for the books in the future.
Okay.
And maybe Hojo, because I think Hojo's getting on that obsessed train where he's buying Pokemon and Lego and yeah. Apparently people were trying to shoot it down themselves in South Carolina. South Carolina.
Oh, okay, so this goes. I got it. So this goes this way. I just saw it.
They had to make a statement in the government, please don't shoot it down, we will do it ourselves. Wow. Yes, Ryan, I'm going through a midlife crisis. Like I say, I'm 35 in, 24 hours, and I'm buying Lego for myself. Like, that's unbelievable. I would never would have, if you'd have said that to me at 18 years old, I'd have told you to shut up. No way would I be buying Lego. But no, I just had one of the best nights in a long time. Just hanging out, building some Lego. Good chat. Hojo, you, and all of us, yeah.
I really just don't want to put this last piece on unless I you know, it's just weird. Like these three, I get. I even get that one. It's just these two and this one. It's weird. I would have extra pieces.
Like, do people ever super glue the pieces together so that it never breaks?
I don't know. I mean, I would never do that.
Truth, Simon. I am eager to build again. Hell yeah. Hojo's down to build Lego too. Simon's building Lego. There you go.
Maybe we'll try to do it again in March then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm saying we can do a regular thing. Maybe it'll get quite popular. I think we had like 20 people in here earlier.
Yeah, there was a lot of people early. I mean, it would be easier to like I'll get like something simple, like a little simpler, obviously.
Mhm.
You know, and that way everyone finishes. Like,
Yeah.
I feel bad, man. 3.5 hours. I'm still not done with this.
And like the store that I went to at the seaside, they've got some good stuff, so I can definitely get more.
I guess I just like building the bigger ones instead of having.
I would love to build the bigger ones, but like money in that is not, you know.
Right. Instead of like, but I just like I don't know, like having a whole bunch of small ones. I don't know.
I'm not into them to collect. Like you'll probably find it go on eBay as a built figure.
Oh, really?
Probably. Some like maybe not the Boba Fett, but maybe like some of the ones I ever get.
Well, I mean, like the dump truck one, you could literally just take that one apart. It's small enough.
Yeah. Hey Johnny, how you doing, buddy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really seeing anything I missed. And if I did miss it, it's inside, which you're not going to really see anyways. But just double checking everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't really see anything that I'm missing here. Seems to be a lot of pieces. This is the whole thing right here.
Like that book is absolutely massive.
Oh, dude. 990. Well, when it's all said and done, after I built the little ship, it ends up being 1,015 steps.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and toss this on there. I just don't see anything else. This is in the front. Yep. All right, let me go throw this on there, and then I'll try to get that camera a little close as close as I can without having to move it.
I'll make you full screen. Oh, Johnny, you're always welcome, buddy. Always. You want to build Lego anytime, just give me or Headless a shout. You can have like 12 people on the stream, so yeah, we can have a whole Lego party every month. Jackbox, Lego. Which one are you moving? The other one?
Yeah, bring the other one down. I'll see how close I can get this.
Oh, nice. Look at that, guys. That is massive.
Dude, it's huge.
Now you just need a nice slow sideways pan.
Yeah,
get
what
good music.
I hope. I just don't want to get disconnected from the internet here. I can get a little closer now. With the old microphone. There we go. There we go.
Wow. That is absolutely insane. Star Wars Devastator. And you get all the guys down at the bottom.
Now,
how many hours was that?
Some of these guys don't really come with it. It really only comes with 2 material. And then at the last Comic-Con I went to in New York, I got these 3 guys, which they're not really technically official Legos, but I thought it fit well with them.
Simon said how many hours did that take?
Hours, no idea. I mean, you figure I just spent, what did I spend? Like about
3.5 hours, 3 hours, 20 minutes.
3 hours last week. That was 2 parts, and it was 19 parts. So if you want to figure out 2 to 3 hours per part, you know, I'll definitely get a better video of this. I'll
Oh yeah.
I'll make it short or something. But put this all back. Yeah, I'll just use the camera coming out. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's gonna be probably about 4.5 months again. Just under 4.5 months.
That's crazy.
That's probably about 2 days a week, you know, on average.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, done. Except for this little ship here, and this will probably still take me over half an hour because like it's literally just all small pieces.
Yeah.
You know? So, all right, I think I'm done, bro. 3.5 hours been doing this, but yeah, definitely. Simon, if you want to do it, Hojo.
Simon, Johnny, Hojo, they're all interested. Everyone wants to build some Legos.
Yeah. Cool. All right, my man. I appreciate you hanging out for this long, and we got 2 tomorrow. 2 lives tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Oh, they're talking to each other. I thought I'm like, wait, what are they talking about? He's talking about MSN. I was like, wait a minute.
We literally go live on my birthday in Scotland. Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night, 6 Eastern, 7 Eastern, 6 Central is 12 midnight. So that's technically my birthday.
So right at 7 o'clock when we go. Yeah. Yeah. Cool, dude.
Cool.
35, man. I remember when I was 33. Oh, now I build Legos and I'm 46.
Yeah.
Craziness. But all right. I think we're out. Thank you so much. And I want to thank, real quick, I want to thank Adam and Quick and Robbie and obviously Ryan and everybody who stopped in to smash that like. And if you watch this on the replay or whatnot, we appreciate you. So this was fun. We'll definitely do it again. It's definitely more fun when you have someone to talk to, unlike last week when I was just talking to myself.
We would be honored if you would join us.
There you go. All right. Hey, everybody, you stay milky.
Yeah, guys, and definitely for the next couple of hours, don't forget to keep those heads on.
Absolutely. Until tomorrow. Peace.